Hey, there we go. There I am. How's everybody doing? I'm laughing over here because I put on some music and who sings this? I swear. Uh, it's like I swear. Oh my goodness! Cheers, everybody! Cheers, everybody! Hold on, texting one thing. Use old one. Now we're doing some fun things in the background here, trying to get things to work for us. You know how that is. So everybody, can you hear me? Okay, is everybody doing good? Everybody can hear me. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be a fun night. It's gonna be a fun night. Been a long week. I don't know how you guys have done with this week. I hope everybody's had a great week. Um, it's been today was definitely a good day to do this. I think Nath and I, my monkey and I, need to definitely have a few drinks tonight. I do have a special guest coming on. I already see him in the background here, so I'm gonna be bringing him on in a second here as well. What else? Um,
Doc, can you hear me? Because I can't hear you. Doc, can you hear me? Because I can't hear you.
Let me see. Does that help? Can you guys hear me now? I can't hear Sean though.
Can't hear me?
It's always fun when we're dealing with these things, huh? So I mean, it's gonna be Sean's show apparently. I mean, he can take over and.
Doc, I can hear you now.
Oh, she can. Okay, video good, no audio. We can hear Sean, not Doc. Okay, hold on.
I can
Let me see. Let me see. Sean, I'm gonna keep you on. I'm gonna refresh myself on this end, and hopefully that will make this all work. Hold on, let me make sure I have this. Yeah, it's connected, muted. Oh, all good now. All good now. I still can't hear me though. That's so weird.
Doc, can you hear me?
Give me a second.
Yeah, we can't hear Sean.
Yeah, I can't hear Sean, but I don't. I think there's for some reason I don't have speaker.
Yeah, he keeps saying, "I can hear you."
All right, hold on, Sean. Give me a second. Let me check something. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave you on, Sean. I'm gonna refresh myself because I know you can hear me, and we'll start again. Let's see if that helps me.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Can anyone hear me? I don't know if anyone can hear me. So look, I know when Doc gets on, I don't know if you guys can hear me. You might just see this mouth moving over here. We got to hang out at KBF a couple of weeks ago. I'm telling you, it was
all right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you now too.
Okay.
All right, because so I just out there, just one more test. Everybody, hello, McFly. I love that, Dave. So all right, yes, we can hear you. Good. Now, see, just sometimes you just refresh and it works. You know. No, it's not. Oh, let me see. Anyways, I know what the echo is. There we go. Okay. All right, Sean, how you doing, buddy?
Doc, I'm doing well, brother. How are you doing?
Oh, wonderful.
Good deal. Did you by chance check on your first hand delivered package?
Hold on. It's so weird. I'm getting an echo and I can't figure out why there's an echo. See, we talk and then it repeats itself afterwards and I can't figure out why.
Okay. Still echoing for you?
What was that, Sean?
Still echoing for you?
No, it's like a delay on what I'm hearing from what we're saying. So I can hear us and then it echoes and repeats itself.
Very strange.
Let me see. It's always fun doing these. You don't. It's not a good night without having at least one technical. You know,
That's something that I learned from Matt at Whiskey Wisdom all the time. If you're not screwing something up, you're not doing anything right.
100%. Yeah, it's funny. You don't echo, but I do. Oh wait, let me see.
Just heard your echo now.
Nope, it's still echoing. Oh, did I fix it? No. That was just a longer delay. But you know what? We'll figure this out. That was just a longer delay. But you know what? We'll figure this out. Hold on. I'm turning off this music for a second so I'm not messing with that. I feel like a rookie. So I'm not messing with that. I feel like a rookie. I feel like a rookie, so.
Do you have two speakers on somewhere?
I don't think so. That's what I was trying to see if my my speaker for my I don't think so. That's what I was trying to see if my my speaker for my I don't think so.
It's strange you got this delay. It's almost like feedback. I thought maybe it was from your radio.
Oh wait, hold on. Nope. Still have I still hear you twice. Okay, it's gonna be a fun night. We'll just deal with it. I'll just keep going, and I'll hear myself more than once. I mean,
well, Doc, how was your week, man?
It was a rough week. Let me tell you, it was pretty rough. We had a lot. It was a short week for me. I was out of town last weekend because of my son's wedding.
Oh wow!
So I wasn't working on Monday. So it was an extra short week for me. So what does my staff do instead of making my life easier? They decide to double up my number of patients I see in a day.
They were trying to make you more efficient. That's all it is.
They're like, not these over here. Time is money. And the funny thing is, like, today I'm supposed to be open 9 to 1 on Fridays. We do half days. I was there 8 to 3.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and that's why I'm a little bit behind today. And I figure that's probably why we're having technical issues. You know, just because that's just life.
Murphy and his laws.
It is, and I think the hold on, maybe is that what it is? Let's see. Does this help me? Nope. I think I muted Sean now. Yep. Okay, that didn't help. I was trying something different.
That's all right.
Anyways. All right. Fire them all, Doc. I agree. Fire them all.
So who do we got in the chat tonight?
Let's check who we have in chat here. Let's see. Enough playing around over here, and then after that, we definitely need to get a drink. I need to get a drink started, and we'll see. Also, I also want to know how your week was going as well. So, let me see. We have Dave in here, Top Dog in the house, and then not to be that nice man. We're playing around trying to get something to work. Mr. Zetro, hey, Old Fashioned Ways in the house. Hey, I hear he's a cool guy. Michael Bortner in the house. How's it going, Michael? Joe B, Dave, Gandy Road, Daniel's in the house. Let me see. Oh, Keith P. I wonder how Keith P. We need to talk to you. How your son's doing. He's out there. Didn't you just, or who is it you dropped off in college? Was it your son or your daughter? Tamara's in the house. Let me see. Am I missing anybody? Let me see. I'm going back all the way to where the sound was off, lost sound. Baby Yaga. So, out of curiosity, do you hear me twice as well, Sean?
I do not.
Okay, it's something on my end then.
Good on my end.
That's good. As long as it's not affecting like people in the chat, they're not having to hear it twice. I don't want to hear myself twice. So I doubt they want to hear me twice. You know.
Just twice as much fun. That's how it is.
That's true. Tora Porto. That's. I like that. I like that. That's the Bloody 81.
Jesus. That's Jesus.
Yep. Roger Randall. The Stag 3 versus already tonight chill time now? Oh, nice. Yeah. So you've had did stag times 3 times? That's a good start of the night. I think that's a great start of the night.
Great start for a Friday.
It is. All right. I think I've caught up on chat really quickly here. All right. So let's give ourselves a pour. Let's talk about how your week went, and we'll go from there. Oh, what are you drinking first? What do you have there?
You got the Larrikin. You got the Larrikin High Wheat with you. High Wheat Rye.
I think that's a great way to start. I think you're on to something, and let's give ourselves a little pour of this. Let's talk about your week. Let's talk about this, and let's go from there. I see yours was open. I know you did. You had a video with it out today, wasn't it?
Yeah, I put it out. I put it out yesterday with the interview that we did with Greg while we were down there. And I'll tell you what, the Larrikin team, whether it was Greg, his wife, or Jennifer, who handles all their PR and stuff and media, they were just great people to hang around with. Fantastic. We got a few bottles from them. Just great people to hang out with. We got invited to their Friday night. They had a barbecue after KBF that we got to go to. Australians, I guess, when they barbecue, they do sausages and they call them snags.
Yeah, that was fun.
Snags and having some drinks and having a good time. The week was actually pretty easy, except for, we expected the hurricane that was coming through to really kind of hit us square in the face. And we were very fortunate that it went a little more to the east, but very unfortunate for those people. So praying for a lot of people up all the way from Florida, all the way up to the Carolinas right now. They're having dams break in Tennessee due to the water coming back from Carolina and stuff.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because that was actually just that was something I wanted to do. I'll prayers to all those people affected out there.
Amen.
Amen. So cheers to them. Hopefully they're safe. Hopefully they get. I know some people were without power already. Hopefully they get their power back safely, and just their family and them are safe.
Amen.
Cheers.
Cheers. But we actually shut down our facility Friday, and so my team worked from home today, and we sent the teams home Thursday half day because we were anticipating horrible weather, and we're just very fortunate that it didn't hit our area. But I've seen where it's hit other areas, and it just breaks my heart.
Yeah, and I remember like the last one was supposed to come through here, and we were very fortunate that it didn't either.
Now, I'll tell you one of the tricks that Pops. Now, Pops, if you guys have ever read Bourbon and Banner, I got to hang out with a lot of people from Bourbon and Banner, and he told me like the first day, I'm going to go to Lawrenceburg. I heard they're doing something special. So I spent like an hour in the craft section looking for Lawrenceburg, not realizing they changed their name to Larrikin. So I just wandering around looking for Lawrenceburg everywhere. And I'm like, golly, where's this damn Lawrenceburg?
And it was actually you that sent me to them when I ran into you. You said, "Have you tried that Larrikin?" I was like, "No, which one's that one?" You're like, "The one with the big kangaroo outside."
Yep.
So.
Yeah, they're very, very neat people. I don't know if you've done a video. You want to kind of talk about the history about Greg and how he got started. It's really cool.
No, we have that interview. I haven't put any of those interviews out. Just with my son's wedding. Like we came back here a few days, went to my son's wedding, came back, and here a few days. So I just haven't had much time to do that. But definitely, it's on my list of things to do. But let's get the first race going. Are we ready not to be that for a race? Yeah, we're going to do a hashtag here. All right, let me put in here we're going to just put hashtag, and then we'll spell this correctly. LARRIKIN. It helps if I spell it correctly. All right, I think I did now. There it is. So for the first race, 2-ounce pour, the Larrikin. Now, let's talk a little bit about them. You want to talk a little bit and talk about the gentleman that started this?
Yeah. Did you want me to kind of give his history, or did you want to talk about his history?
No, I'll let you do the history, and then I'm going to talk about the pour, how this was such an interesting pour to me. So I'll let you do the history part.
Yeah. So the history of this is Greg, who is their founder, he was a Australian Navy veteran, went into the U.S. Navy, was combat injured in the U.S. Navy, retired, and said, why not start a distillery, basically. So him and his wife, went full bore into this, and it was formerly Lawrenceburg, and went into this. And then they said, as they got closer and closer, they decided we need to figure out a way to kind of differentiate ourselves from some of the other craft distilleries. And they went with Larrikin, which has Australian ties and roots to it. So a Larrikin is a maverick in Australian. So if someone's a maverick, you would think of someone like Steve Irwin as being a maverick. And I think Greg even mentioned it one time. He says, you think about Tom Cruise in Top Gun when he's, flying by the control towers and buzzing the towers. Someone that just doesn't care. They're going to live life and they're going to have fun. And that's where the name Larrikin come from, is that you wanted to be a maverick. It's an Australian maverick. And so they also then, we'll get into the special pours. I'm going to let Doc talk about those, but they started doing some different things. And this first pour was one of the different things they did, which was a KBF limited edition. And they actually still had some at the distillery, because I saw someone comment today that they just picked one up at the distillery. So if you're in the area, swing by. They're awesome, awesome people. Doc, did you want to talk a little bit about the pour? I don't hear you, Doc. Doc, I'm not hearing you at all if you guys are hearing me.
Helps if I unmute myself, doesn't it?
That helps. That always helps. Look for the red light. There you go.
Helps if I unmute myself, doesn't it?
That helps. That always helps.
Apparently, I need to drink more. I just not drinking enough today.
We should have started earlier drinking.
Apparently, I need to drink more. I did not drink enough. So I should have, but I thought about that. It's so funny. On my way home, I was talking to Nati, and I said, "Hey, I think I might just start this. Just go, just start it. Just start the live. Why not? Why not? Even if I'm doing it by myself." Just start the live. Why not? Why not? So, all right. Now my mic's back on. So this one is one you sent me to. I want to say it was the second day we were there.
Correct.
So this one is one you sent me to. And the cool thing, and I hadn't been to any of the craft distilleries at that time, because the first day was, kind of orienting yourself, because it's such a big place. It takes a long time to get oriented, right? And luckily, it was my second year, so I kind of had an idea of what to kind of expect, but it was bigger than even last year. So last year my wife went with me. This year my wife and two of my daughters went with me, which you're lucky enough to meet. And so you're lucky enough to meet. Yeah, so when you sent me over here, I didn't know what to expect, and so I went over there and just start talking to them. And those craft distilleries are fun to talk to because they want to talk to you. They want to tell you what they're doing. They want to explain, all about their product and how they came up with it and why they're doing what they do, right?
Absolutely.
But the cool thing about them that I thought was very different is a few things. One is that little tab right there. Oops, that little tab right here. That little tab, it lets you put your phone to it, and it gives you information about this bottle, which I think is pretty cool. I think that's something that other ones should do, because I think that's pretty neat. The other thing about this one is it's a high wheat rye whiskey. Now, I've never heard of a high wheat rye whiskey. Have you?
No, my first that I've ever had a high wheat rye, so I was intrigued by it from the beginning. My first that I've ever had a high wheat rye, so I was intrigued by it from the beginning.
And it was, when I saw that, I was looking at all their other stuff, and they had some interesting stuff there. But this one caught my attention, and it was actually probably my first pour I had from them. And it was up to that point, and it's still now, I even say even now, was my most interesting pour that I had that night, or not that night, that week in there. So it is one of my favorite pours from that weekend. It was one of my favorite bottles that I got from that weekend, and I just think it's just so much fun. It was one of my favorite bottles that I got from that weekend, and I just think it's
so, Doc, why don't you tell me when you dig into this, with this being a high wheat rye, what are some of the,
what did you think about when you first had this pour? What caught your attention with it?
Oh, I just thought it was up front. It's super sweet and soft. And then after that, I'm trying to see what it says. Oh, yeah. Adam wanted me to tell me you had an echo. And then after that, I'm trying to see what it says. Oh, yeah. But this is super sweet up front and it's smooth up front. And then all of a sudden you get this spice kind of explosion on the back end. And then all of a sudden you get this spice kind of explosion.
Hold on, I'm apparently having so many issues with my microphone because it says that whatever you're listening to is creating an echo, which I don't have anything on anymore, and I haven't figured out why I have that echo. And like it sounds weird. I'm drinking, but I haven't been that far along. So, are you hearing an echo now too, Sean?
I hear it play back about a second or so after you say it. I can hear myself playing back.
Yeah, and I can't figure out why. There's nothing different that I have. I even have echo cancellation on. Let's see. All right. I don't know. I think it's just going to be one of those nights that there's a delay and a repeat because I keep hearing it on this end and I haven't figured out anything why.
Are you still hearing it?
I am right now. Are you?
I'm not now.
And Adam is texting me about it.
Ask the live if they can still hear the repeat. I'm not hearing the repeat anymore.
All right. Are you guys still hearing the repeat, or did that get cleared up? Let me know in the live out there. Oh, sounds better to us. That's good. All right. Sorry. Let's get back to this amazing bottle.
I'm gonna have to drink more of it to get back to it.
I know. It is such a good pour. I mean, I really enjoyed it, and I hadn't had it since then because I was waiting for tonight to open it again. And then when I saw your video go out and the picture of it, I was like, man, I can't wait to hit that. Like I saw your video today, right? I was like, I can't wait to hit that today to try it again and see if it's just as good as it was when I first had it.
So I don't know what you get initially on this, but I get such a lot of different sugars up front. I get this nice caramel up front, and it's very smooth and nice up front. And then all of a sudden it hits that mid and back palate, and it's just like a spice explosion. I'm getting a baking spice. I'm getting some pepper back there. I'm getting a rye spice. I'm getting this nice baked good type of thing on the back. What are you getting on it, Doc?
Just kind of like you said, I like that it starts off sweet, and I think that high rye helps that, because the high wheat helps that because a lot of times with those ryes, they kind of hit you spicy up front and then calm down. I kind of like that it hits you up front sweet, and then the ryes tend to carry on longer, right? So you're getting that rye taste towards the end with a little bit of spiciness, like you said, the peppers, the caramel, and just a lot of goodness. This is one of those things that I wish I would have thought of because it's just I'm really enjoying the pour, Again, I'm enjoying it. Even after a few weeks of not being at KBF, I'm really enjoying this.
Well, I've made the mistake of sharing it with a bunch of friends already, and I wish I'd have bought a second bottle. So, but I mean, we bought so many bottles there, though. That was the tough part, too, is there were so many good things. Even at even right there at Larrikin. I ended up with. Did you get their 100% weeder?
No, not the weeder, but I end up with their
100% rye. 100%.
Yeah, I think we can pop that one open next. I think that could be a good second door pour.
And that one was just fantastically unique as well.
So Nati does have the race ready to go. So I'm going to put that on the stream here. So go ahead and just show everybody. Make sure everybody's name's in there. So Nati's having to work today. He's crying over here that he actually has to work. He got spoiled because last time Iceman figured out something on how to make it so that he didn't have to work. He just got to sit back and drink, right? And for some reason, something happened that they changed something. It wasn't working tonight. And I think it's funny because I want Nati to have to work for his drinks,
Should make him work for his drinks.
Yeah. Make sure the music's off, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, but you want to talk as the race is going on. You want to talk about the 100% rye whiskey that they have here?
Yeah. So the Larrikin, it's called the Decade. It's a 10-year, 100% rye. Now, if you're not a rye drinker, this definitely isn't going to be your thing. This thing's just bold. I mean, right up front. It's 122.3 proof, and the story behind this was cool too. Is that we don't do a lot of 100% ryes here. We do a 95.5s, kind of where we cap out at that 5% malted barley, usually in there with a 95% rye or something lower. But this being 100% rye, it was actually intended to go to Russia. But Russia, of course, attacked Ukraine, and we put an embargo on this going to them. And so when Greg found out that this was available, he said, I wanted to buy this. And he said that they basically cashed in all their savings to buy all the barrels of this 10-year 100% rye, which is this Decade rye from Larrikin.
Yeah. And I love that the fact that because who was the one telling us the story? Because it wasn't him at that moment. Was it his wife?
Jennifer. It was Jennifer telling us the story.
Yeah, and she was like, it wasn't like he had to convince her, but she said it wasn't a hard convince to put all their money into it. And if you taste it, you'll understand why. It is one of the best rye pours I've had. I'm not a huge rye drinker, which I've learned. I'm really learning to like rye a lot more. But holy cow, this one was so good.
Is that bourbons, they tend to get us in there, but then that rye tends to give you a little bit something that you crave.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
we got a little under 17 seconds left here.
It's really smooth for 100% rye.
I haven't even tried it yet. I'm going to be tasting that next right here. So who do we have? Oh, the Bloody 81 coming from behind.
Good job, Jesus.
Hold on. Don't change it yet. Let me cover these up because I don't want to reach over and spill these all over the place. Let me at least. Oh wow, that rye it's different. That is good. 122.3 proof. It has 22 in it, so it's got to be good.
There you go. I know that's your number.
All right, hold on 1 second. Let me move these to the side, and we'll do a race for those in a second here. But let me. Where is it? Even Natividad liking this 22 proof one. Is this what my problem is? I think I found my problem.
Oh, good deal.
Let's see. Ooh, So where I have my stuff open to save the races and all that, apparently I had opened up another chat.
That'll do it.
That will do it. All right, here we go. Let me get this set. Let me type this in here. So no more echo. Woo! I kept hearing myself, and I don't know how you guys listen to me so long because I didn't want anyone to listen to me anymore. I was like, we're cutting this thing short. High wheat, high rye. All right, so we have in first place. Oops. Yep. Bloody 81. Okay, who's in last place for me?
Mr. Zitro?
No, last place. There's only 5 people racing.
15.
Oh, Mr. Zitro. All right, Mr. Zitro and Bloody 81. I know Bloody 81 knows how it works. So in the chat, we have a link at the top of the chat. And if you fill that form out, it allows me to get the information I need so I can hand deliver these puppies to you, and we can get that going. So for the Decade one, what should we put in there for the hashtag?
I just like Decade.
All right, hashtag Decade. So in the hashtags, hashtag Decade, and we're gonna run that race as well. Let me print out these labels for this as I'm doing that. So it was fun. It was funny. Let me kind of talk about the how we ran into each other. So I didn't know you were going.
No,
You know?
I didn't know that you were going either. I was just kind of standing out there. And of course, like a true VIP, here you come an hour before everybody else rolling through. And I just noticed you right off the bat. And I said, Doc, and this we talked about this. And Doc brought this up the first. He's like, it's like we've never physically met each other, but it's like old friends as soon as we saw each other.
Yep.
And we're like, hey, let's catch up and do some stuff. And it was just great. I mean, we just got along. And I tell you what, I've said this a couple of times in my videos. It made my heart so happy to see your wife and your daughters with you. Yeah. And the way that they support you and how much you love them. It just makes me happy to see good, happy families. And I tell you what, I was blessed just to be around you guys.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, it is nice that, it's fun when you get to have them interested in some of the things that you're doing. My wife and my youngest daughter don't really drink anymore. My daughter doesn't ever really drink, but my wife kind of stopped drinking a while back. My middle one, HRH, she'll drink with me, and she has a good time. But it's nice to have them there. And I had a DD the whole time I was there. They made sure I got fed because I get a little grumpy if I don't eat. So they're making sure and taking care of me. And then I also have to appreciate you. Well, first, let me go back. Before I appreciate you for certain things. But I want to, so when I first ran into you, you said Doc, and I was it was the first day coming in. I was trying to film the going in. So it caught me. I was so focused. It caught me off guard. Right. And then I see you and I go over there, hey, and just give you a big hug. Like I've known you forever. And said, hey, let me get in there because I lost my wife and daughters, but I will catch up in there in a second. You're like, oh yeah, go ahead. And then we caught up a little bit later that day. That was just fun. And my wife's like, she was like, who was that? And I was like, that's Sean, the Echoes and Eternity. Like, remember when we did his 2000, because remember you did your 2000 sub with me, right? Yeah. And she's like, oh, that's him. I was like, yeah. So it was pretty cool to explain that to her. But I was like, how do you not know him? Like we've known each other, like she's seen you 1,000 times before, right? And then we're in there, and you're taking me from craft distillery to craft distillery, right? And what do you tell every time we come back with the bottle? What were you telling my wife for me?
I'd tell them, I said, I would just like to apologize up front. This was my fault. I'm the one that talked him into this bottle, put it on me. I'm sorry.
Yep. So he took blame for me buying bottles. So I do appreciate that. Now, did they buy it? But did it help? Hey, why not?
The first time, but after about the 7th or 8th time, I think it was pretty thin.
Yeah, I think that was the issue. So, I appreciate you, trying to take some blame for me, and then I also appreciate the fact that because you talked me into so many bottles that you helped me get some get some of them home because I was out of room. I didn't have any more room. So
we still got more logistics to work, but we're getting there.
Oh yeah. I'm not worried about it, but I think it's so funny that it was nice that you since you were driving and my suitcases were full, you're nice enough to graciously hold stuff for me to help hand deliver them to me as well. So
absolutely. Hey man, you got, I'll tell you what, you and your wife and your daughters, I mean, you guys worked the front part of it so freaking well at KBF. For those that have never been to KBF, if you get a VIP, basically you want to hit one distillery right off the bat as soon as you walk in the gate, because they're dropping something super allocated, super nice. But you're going to wait for a little while to get through the line. So you may not make it to another one. I think he had his team set up and planned. We're all going to hit this, and this, so we can all get the allocated stuff. And they had some killer bottles that have come out of there. I looked at the thumbnail, and I didn't even see some of those bottles, but I knew that they were in line for them. And I'm like, man, that 13-year, that's going to be killer. He's got some cellar age, that's going to be killer. So, I mean, you got a lot of killer bottles there. You guys ran it right.
Yep. And I learned from experience from the year before that, don't go in there and don't, you have plenty of time to say hi and hang out with people later. run to the line that you want to get your bottle because there's only so many. The only one that's always long that actually you're pretty good with is Heaven Hill, and they always do amazing drops, right? But they usually have a good amount of bottles with them. It's everybody else that you have to kind of like Maker's Mark. They only gave in the beginning. They only have 60 bottles, and then they have 40 every hour. And then Four Roses had like I think 198 bottles total that they were giving away, right?
Yeah.
So talking about that, I want to no, let's do the race, and then we'll come back to that. So I'm going to talk about the Four Roses. I'm going to talk about like some of the giveaways for tonight for like the super chat stuff as well. So let's do Nati has the race up. Let's get that going.
Heck yeah.
All right, I just put it up there. Nati, you kind of scrolled a little faster. Not everybody got to see it. I'm gonna drink some water tonight because we're not in a big rush tonight as we normally are. Unfortunately, our friend Whiskey Wisdom, Matt from Whiskey Wisdom, he is in that path of that hurricane that we were talking about earlier. Yeah. So he did have to cancel his live and hunker down. I know he's doing good. I reached out to him earlier, but we're not at a cutoff time at exactly 8 o'clock. So we'll kind of go slow. Whether we go hit 8 and we go a little bit past, it's going to be okay tonight. So we'll see.
Yeah, and looking at the pictures, and Matt's a little bit northwest of Atlanta, but that whole area got hit pretty hard by looking at some of the flood damage.
Yeah, it's always scary when you get that, because I don't know. At his post, he was talking about how they mentioned that expect like never before seen a hurricane coming through here and stuff like that, and that's scary if you've not been through one, in a while. If you're not used to having them hit your area, that's it's hard. And then when it does come through there, there's all that flooding you have to worry about, all the high winds, all the power outages, all the tree lines, the trees going down. I want to say there was even a picture of a car floating away this morning, stuff like that. You just have to. Why can't it rain whiskey? If it can. If
it would hit my house, it would have.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not like you have any bottles behind you.
Yeah, I think about that often. I'm like, if there's ever a fire here, the firemen are going to be pissed. I'm going to be upset, but they're going to be pissed.
I have a question. I mean, is there a way to, because it is an investment in a way, right? Is there a way to, what's it called?
Insure?
Insure. I can't think of the word right now.
No,
I'll just hit my mouth and I was just enjoying the flavor so much. My brain wasn't processing anything but the flavor.
My brother-in-law actually does insurance in Alabama. And he's a big bourbon guy himself. So he's like, Sean, take pictures of your room, take videos every once in a while. I also got a studio outside of here that I do the same. And he says, they're covered under your homeowner's policy. I'm like, okay, well, you're my insurance man, so I'm good.
Well, that's good to know. I'm going to have to, I know my wife had told me last time when we had the hurricane coming through here, but it ended up curving at the last second. My wife had me take pictures and videos of like the whole house, not just my area, but of everything we have as well. 22 seconds to go. Let's see. Who do we have here? Everybody's still pretty close on this one. How many were on this one, Natividad? We had 16, but we have how many people watching? 29 watching, but 16 in chat.
People slacking.
Yeah, they don't want to win some rye, I guess. 2 seconds left. Oh, Dave the man. Dave Vogel for the win.
Dave Vogel saying, uh-oh.
So we got, this is the, hold on, I can't even type. Larkin Decade Rye. All right, so Dave V. And then who's last place for me? Troy from Baker Drinks. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations on that win. Dave says he never wins.
What? Dave wins at life.
He does.
You get the picture from him as all the cool bottles he gets. Dave just wins at life. So I give him all the credit for that. And tomorrow, if you're not busy, you've got to watch Baker's Drinks with us. Hopefully Matt will be up and running, but we've got Oktoberfest tomorrow, We're a bunch of bourbon people drinking a bunch of German beer with our lederhosen on.
Oh, nice. Nice. Are you going to have any Oompa Loompas in the background playing music for you?
You know, I don't know. Matt never answered my question the other day, though. He sent a picture of his wife in her German outfit, and I asked if his was the same, but he never was not.
I haven't seen that picture, but I don't know. I don't know. Has me a little worried now. I saw Troy his thumbnail for it. Okay, whatever Matt and Troy are doing with AI nowadays, they're making freaking amazing thumbnails. They're just knocking it out of the park with the freaking thumbnails. I'm loving them. It's very catchy. It catches your attention. I'm loving that stuff. So.
No, they do a lot better job than me at that. So there's no doubt about that. I need to learn from them.
Bloody 81. One day to get a Dave sample pack would be an honor. One day to get a Dave sample pack is you're getting a collection is what you're getting. Holy cow. Dave is one of the most generous people I know out there. And I know you're very generous and I'm very generous, but holy cow, Dave is like next level, you know?
Yeah, the Wednesday, this past Wednesday, I got a package from Dave, and he sends me this fantastic bottle that I need to review, but he sends me, what did he send me? He sent me, I'm trying to think, the Murray Club Hill special bottle that they had come out. He sent me samples of that, the Joseph Magnus Murray Hill special edition. And then he also sent me, what else did he send me? He sent me some Russell's 15.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, man. So, I told him that night, I said, I wanted to try this, this special Murray Hill edition. And I was loving that the other night.
Yeah. So, wow.
So, what did you find different on this 100% wheat than you did from the 35% high wheat rye, or 100% rye, I should say?
Yeah, this rye. Okay, I don't have. You know what? I'm gonna give myself just a tiny little sip more, just to kind of put it in my mouth again and go over that, because my brain kept every time I drank it. It's such a good sip that my brain was malfunctioning. That was a curveball. So this one's very grainy. Like there's a lot more grain to this one.
You do. You get. I get a lot more of the kind of the grassy notes that people talk about on this one.
Yep.
Some spice on the back of it, very sweet. But yeah, you get a lot of the graininess to it. But I'm kind of digging this as 100% rye.
Yeah, and being 122 proof, if I were to drink this and not have known that, I would say this it drinks like at 110, 112, somewhere in there.
I agree. About 10 proof points lighter at least.
Yeah, but it is so just like you said, I like that it's, a lot of rye. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting more accustomed to rye now too, but a lot of rye used to like hit me in the front with that spice. And then I had to take the second drink before that spice would even start to settle down for me to enjoy the drink. This one, just from the first one, hits the tongue, kind of coats it, hits the mid palate, hits the top of my roof. And like you said, that grassy note, that grainy note is just there. But we've been talking about it and I haven't had that little sip for just a minute here, and it's still there. And it's not like it's lingering; it's in the mouth. Like I still taste it. So, the ones that get to try this one, oh, lucky, because it is such a good pour. And even if you're not a rye person, I think it's one that's probably worth trying. I know you said in the beginning, if you're a rye person, this doesn't drink like ryes I've had. So I think it's something different, something special.
I think as ryes mature, you get them in the barrel for a longer period of time. It takes a lot of that sharpness out of them. So even though you get some of those neat expressions, just not pounding you, being a 10-year, it's taking a lot of the sharpness out of it.
And I've not had enough experience with like older rice to say that, but that probably, with this experience here, and you're saying that, I believe that's true. I would say that's probably a good truth to that, So let's see. I see that you have your Stillhouse out there.
Oh, Blueprint, absolutely.
So I think Stillhouse will be the next one we put out there. Now this one, and not these already ready with this glass for this one.
Oh yeah.
Now this one, before I even start pouring this out, one thing about this one that I really liked is this is one of the ones I had on. I think it was the third day. I can't remember I had it on the second day, but I remember on the third day having this, and me and you had hit probably 5 craft distilleries before we hit this one. Minimum. And this one still stuck out to me. And it's a straight bourbon whiskey. So there's like, it's nothing special, like it's not a finished whiskey. It's not anything like that, right? It's 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4% malted barley. It comes in at 109.6 proof. But holy cow, after having all those other pours, this one, like I was done buying bottles. I was done because I just didn't have room for anything. And I think this was one of the last bottles I bought. So,
yeah. And there was history on this too. I mean, you got to think this was.
Yeah, I wanted you to give the history. I just want to kind of give that, but I know the history on this is fun. The history on this is definitely fun.
Yeah, did you want to talk the history on this?
No, I want you. You tell better history stories than I do, and your voice is a lot better than mine is for that. So I enjoy listening to you talk about it.
You just want to drink and you want me to talk. I understand. I got it.
Well, it's funny when you're talking, I'm pouring out and I don't even get to drink. So
no, what's really neat about this old steel house, this is something that, started years and years and years ago. And actually this is the grandfather of the guys that were the starting distillers over at Maker's Mark, is how he got his start. And what happened is that they shut down the distillery, but there were some guys that said, we want to kind of bring this back to life. It's a part of, the history of Kentucky, the grandfather of the guys that started up Maker's Mark, the distillers there. So they got the recipes and they started it back up now. Now they're doing some stuff where they're going to have it as a historical type of a place where they'll have not only food, but they'll have the distillery there and they'll have drinks and pours. But it's kind of like stepping back in history. And to Doc's point is even though we've had minimum of 5 or 6 different pours before we got to this, it was a very reasonable pour for the amount for the bottle, and it just called to you as you drank it.
Yeah, this was honestly one of the ones I would have, if I would have had more room, I would have probably gotten a second bottle of just because I enjoyed it that day so much. Now I'm curious what it tastes like now. I mean, I haven't had it since that day. So I'm very curious. I just haven't, as soon as I finish pouring it, I'm definitely going to do that. But I mean, that history is pretty cool. The fact that, they had a wheat it there. Did you get to try their wheat it one?
I did.
See, I didn't. I somehow, I don't know why I didn't get to try it. I missed that. And I I need a hashtag. Not these asking for a hashtag. What do you want to be on this one?
Steelhouse.
Sounds good. Hashtag Steelhouse. STEEL house. And I kind of wish when I first started drinking bourbons, I didn't realize at that time, but now I know it was the wheat that actually got my attention and got my tongue and got my palate going. And so I really wish I would have tried that, and I'm kind of sad I didn't.
But they would, even though there's a lot higher rye, they would still consider this a high rye bourbon with the 21% rye in it. But this one right here is just so smooth and butterscotchy with a little bit of chocolate on it that I like.
When you said that, Nati's like, that's what that flavor is. No, I need to drink some. I don't know what the heck I'm doing over here we have plenty of time to finish these.
And even though it's only like a 4% malted barley, you get a tiny taste of that malt on the back. It was kind of like a Whoppers on the back of it, which I really like.
That is still such a good pour. That is still a good pour. I was telling Nati tonight that tonight he's gonna have a lot of fun because we have so many such good pours that we brought with us that no matter what we choose to drink tonight, it's gonna be a good night because there's just such good stuff.
And that's the fun part for people. If you guys haven't been to KBF, put it on your bucket list of things. And I mean, it's literally walking around for 3 days, stopping by places and getting drinks all day long. It doesn't matter. They have mixed drinks. They have frozen drinks. They have, straight bourbon. They have straight, different rye drinks. Everything's there. Plus you have an opportunity to meet so many awesome people in the bourbon industry. Got to meet Heather Green, got to meet Marlene, from Milliman Green. Just got to sit down and talk with people. All the master distillers were out there. I think my little hidden gem out of all of it that was there was when we got to go to Old Forester.
I was gonna say, if you didn't say that one, I was gonna say that one.
I mean, it had like this super short line.
And it's funny because you're saying it's a hidden gem and it's Old Forester, but the reason is what you're saying right now. Exactly.
The line wasn't ridiculous. And they'd have, hey, between 12 and 1, we have birthday bourbon for you guys to sample. You know, at 3 to 4, we're doing President's Choice to sample. And you and I went through line like the second day and got a couple of President's Choices. I gave one of them away to Bruzel.
Yeah.
Just, but because he was out there and he was busy in another line. But I mean, they were just giving out amazing pours for people to try them. And I mean,
and I gave mine to my wife to try because it's that President one I've never had before. And you know what? It lived up to the hype. We were drinking, having all these other drinks, and that pour was just spot on. Now, would I pay $800-900 for a bottle of that? No. But if I could find that at MSRP or very close to it, I definitely would try it.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely would get that. That was an amazing pour. I really did enjoy it.
So it was a lot of fun. I mean, Angels Envy's line, that was a fun place to be too.
Know what? I remember you said that Angels Envy was kind of one of those that you were surprised that you enjoyed so much of it.
Yes. I mean, I had a lot of fun. They had the little line where you do the ring toss game and you get a 100 ml bottle if you get the 3 rings. They had great neat drinks. They had great mixed drinks. They had great frozen drinks. And they had 4 or 5 KBF, exclusive bottles there. And you get to try them all before you buy them, which was fantastic.
Yep.
Great job.
And that's one I'm hoping that makes it to me. The Angels Envy Double Oaked. That was...
We got a triple. It's triple oak.
Yeah, triple oak. You're right. Yeah. It was triple oak. I got to try a pour of that there. And I did get you're nice enough to help me get a bottle of that because I was leaving at the time. I was actually, I'm not going to do that again. I did a distillery thing, but it was the only one I could get. And it was in the middle of the freaking day. It was at Heaven Hill, but it's because last year Heaven Hill didn't do the drops that they did this year were different than the drops they did the year before. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have picked that up. But that's one I'm still hoping that it gets to me. We'll see what happens there. But that's one of the ones I'm like when. I'm like that one was such a good pour and so different. I really hope that one gets to me. So we'll see.
Well, let me make sure come hell or high water, it's going to get to you.
So let me talk a little bit about Super Chat and we'll go from there real quick. So in Super Chat today, we have a few fun things and that's what we're talking about. 4 Roses is going to be one of my giveaways. So this is the 4 Roses single barrel that I got there. It was picked by Distillery Row Series for KBF, so it's a KBF pick.
That is awesome.
And you can only get it there. I'm actually I have a second bottle of this. I will pop a bottle of this open today so we can try it. I haven't even tried it. I've never had a 4 Roses single barrel strength pick like that. So this has been my first one trying one. But this is gonna be one of the bottles we're giving away tonight. So let me share my screen with you because I'm gonna share the other one that we're gonna be doing as well. Hold on one second. There we go. Share screen. Where is it? 4 Roses. Of course, when I want to find it, I don't find it. Here we go. I think it's this one. Did I knock you off? Not TV then? No. All right. So let me put this on screen for a second here. So my other one is going to be this. It's going to be 2 ounce pours of these. So it's the little book. It's the Infinite, right? Is that what it's called? Infinite?
Yeah.
Infinite. The Parker's Heritage 14, the Old Fitz 13 year, and the Cellar Aged 2024. So that's going to be the second. So one of the 2 prizes. So one of the prizes will be this bottle, and the second prize will be the 2 ounce sample pours of those bottles there. So I was running late today, and I was like, what am I going to give away tonight? And then I came to my desk, and I was like, you know what? Let's give away something fun. Let's give away something good, So I hope you guys think that's going to be a good giveaway. I think it is. I think it'll be fun. It's fun to try. Let me see. Where's my mouse?
Those are both killer freaking giveaways, dude.
So, but I mean, I have a killer buddy on here tonight, so we got to give away some killer stuff,
There you go.
So, how are we doing, Mr. Not to Be That? We're ready. All right, so Nati's going to share the next side, and this is for the still house, the old still house. And you know what? Before he does that, let me go ahead and just run that thing on the bottom so that we have. Where is it at? Here we go. What is that at? So I'm going to put that across the bottom, what we're running. I hope I did that super quickly. So if it's misspelled or I missed something on there, just I apologize. I didn't mean to. And there's one more thing I need to put on here. Let me see. Is it this one? There you go. So you can do it through Venmo. You can do it through Super Chat. Either way you want. I have my daughter Deanna in the background helping me with that, so I don't have to worry about it for tonight. Hey, thank you, Mark Barton. Appreciate it. So for every $5, you do get a chance to win that. Oh. Before I forget to add it on here, hold on. Let me move all this over, and then we'll run the thing. And of course, hopefully you guys can see it. And a bonus to possibly win the Wild Turkey 12. Let me see, where is it? There we go. So possibly a possibility to win this Wild Turkey 12 year as well. So that's just a bonus to the Super Chat. Anybody that does Super Chat, you get that. But if you do a $20 Super Chat, you instead of getting just 4 chances, you actually get 6 chances at that. So there's a code in here. It's a 6-digit code, but we give the first 2 away. So it's a 4-digit code right now. We did this on the last live. I didn't keep any of what was going on there, so I don't know what it was. I'm not doing that where I'm keeping all the codes or everything. So hopefully somebody did. Hopefully somebody did that and got to do that. Hey, thank you, Top Dog. Appreciate you. Joe B, thank you too. Everybody whoever donates, I appreciate you guys for always helping support, because it just helps us, get things to you guys and just get some fun stuff for you guys as well. So we're right now going to run for the still house. This is what's going to go on, and after that we'll do a few codes. Make sure when you guys donate, please put in your code. So I need 4-digit codes from you guys. So the first 2 numbers are 22, of course, and then 4-digit code after that. So you can put the 22 in the 4-digit code, or just put the 4-digit code and I'll put the 22 in front of that as well. So Mr. Natividad, he's sharing on screen right there. So what are you thinking about the Steelhouse pour again? Now that you've had it again.
I should have got another bottle, but I mean, we both brought home so many bottles.
I love your. I when I did my little thing, I did talk about your bourbon haul, and I showed that. I loved your bourbon. I love that bourbon haul. Troy, thank you, Troy. Appreciate you, sir. That was just such a epic bourbon haul. I loved it. It was.
but it's true though, as and I'm a lot like you. I believe in that. I love to share stuff. And I want people to try stuff that's good that maybe they're not going to get again, because I just want people to enjoy it. And I spend we had a bourbon drop in Alabama last week, and me and a couple buddies sat outside all night in line, drinking on pours. But as people were showing up, I'm giving out pour of this, give out a pour of this, give out a sample of this. And I'm like, dang it, I should have got another bottle. I like these. And I really
wish the Bloody A1, thank you. Bourbon Nerd, thank you. It's one of those things where if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't actually have as many bottles I have, because I was out of room. You convinced me way too many times.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. But hold on, I'm actually gonna move my camera just a second here. Just give me a moment. All right.
There you go.
All right, now you can see it. It's a weird angle for me, but it is what it is. Now you see my screen here a little bit, but there we go. Block that out. But man, like you said, there's a few of these bottles that I would have loved to have gotten 2 of, and I just couldn't. I just didn't have the space, the room, and it's just one of those things where you have to kind of cut back and limit yourself a little bit. But I mean, I loved it. I had such a good time. It was so much fun. Hanging out with you was another great time. Like we talked about, it was just like hanging out with an old buddy that we hadn't seen each other in a while, but it was like, you have those buddies that you haven't seen in a while, but once you see them, it's like you haven't been apart.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's exactly what it felt like. Just old friends hanging out, having a good time. And you talked about something that was probably so true, is about, I want to taste this again because I was 5 or 6 pours into something and I really liked it. Do I still like it today?
Yeah.
And there was a couple of bottles that I thought, this is really good, but I've had a lot of stuff. I need to try it fresh. And then I've tried them again, and I'm like, gosh, I should have got 2 of those.
We got 18 seconds left here. We got some monsters running around. We got Top Dog on the bottom. We got Roger Randall on the top. What's that alien at the top? That's actually pretty cool. That's Roger Randall, I think, right? Major Zero going there for it. Let's see. I like bourbon. I like bourbon a lot. I like bourbon a lot. He was actually right. He was the winner of the my first stag. So I don't know if you saw it. The first one I had in here was the stag junior.
Oh,
and he was the winner of that first. He actually got the code the first time to win from the box.
Very cool. That is very, very cool.
I cannot type. We're way too early in the night for me not to be able to type. I like. Okay, who's last place for me not to be that? In last place, again, you put Grandy Road, but Gandy Road. Hey, we got a new person in the house apparently, Grandy Road. So, all right, guys, I didn't say it on the last one. Just make sure. So, in the chat on the top, I do have pinned where you need to fill out the form for me. It just gives me access to be able to get everything to you. So, please do that, and I'll be able to hand it. I like bourbon a lot. Yeah, I see. Look at I reminded him he's the one that won last time, and man, it was pretty exciting. I did a small little video clip from that. I was so excited. I love doing that. I love giving away stuff, and it's just so much fun when you get to do that. So. But we have those to the side. So what other pours do you have up there that maybe we both have that we can share? Did you get a 4 Roses? Oh, I can't hear you. All of a sudden, I lost you.
Granny Road.
I love it. Granny Road. Let's see. Hey, it's a fun night. It's technical problems throughout the whole night, so not a problem. Can you guys hear them? I don't hear them, but maybe you guys do. I know I don't right now. Let's see. We lost you. All right, sounds good. You'll be right back. Let me know. I'll just make myself big for a second here. Yeah. Matthew making fun of me saying I made myself big, I'm not a very tall person. I don't know if he was talking that or some sexual innuendo there, but either way, he's right. But you know what? While we're waiting for Sean, let's do the first code. So let me see. My daughter Deanna is actually helping me with this. So let me see. Where did I put those? Here we go. Is this the one? There it is. So let me move this over here. Okay, let's see.
Hear me?
Hold on. I hear you. I hear you now.
Can you hear me, Doc?
Yep, we can hear you.
All right.
So what we're going to do. So I have Michael Bortner first, and he has the first pick at this. Then we have Joe B. But Joe B, we need for you, we need your 4-digit codes for me, please. And then after that, we have Top Dog. So I'm gonna do. So what happens is, I think it's every 5, if I remember correctly, it locks out on us, right? So then you have a 2-minute wait before you do it. So I'm gonna do Michael Bortner. He's first, and he has 22. He has 220012. So the interesting thing about this is I have no clue what the code is except for the 22. I asked my wife that just make the first 2, because when I first made it, I wanted it to be a 4-digit code. I never wanted to intend it to be a 6-digit code. I didn't know that when you bought these things, they can be 6 digits. So I always give the first 2 numbers away. So 22 is the first one. Let me see. I got technical problems here. I can't fill out the sheet to give you my address if I win. Why not, Top Dog? What's going on? I know you can reach me anyway, so if anything happens, Top Dog, reach out to me. Send it to me directly. I just do that because it makes it easier, because that sheet that I have just lets me to copy paste so I don't mess it up, because these fat fingers don't type very well sometimes, and sometimes, not that I've ever done it, I've never done it where I put the wrong number in there, you know,
Happens.
especially with these damn sausage fingers I have. So, okay, we got, let me see. It looks like Joe B might be giving some numbers to my daughter. I did ask for numbers. So, Joe B, if you're in the house, we need some numbers from you, sir. Hey, JL, thank you for donating. Appreciate you. Joe B, we need 4-digit codes. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 4-digit codes from you. So if you can do that, send them out to me because you're next on the list, and I want to skip over you because Top Dog already has his numbers in there, and you know Top Dog's already planning that he's winning. You know, he says that he has technical difficulties, can't reach me if he wins, but he can. Deanna, also make sure to make paying attention to Venmo because I saw something pop up with Venmo. So make sure you have that you're paying attention to as well. Thank you. So, what was the pour we were talking about? What are we doing next as our pour?
Doc, did you get the Hemingway rye?
No, well, no, I didn't get I didn't get the one you got.
Okay.
I didn't get the one you got. You want to talk about that puppy there? And
I'll tell you what, I'll give away a pour of this on your show.
That sounds so. No, well, you don't even know what he's talking about yet. Wait till you hear about this bottle, and then and then you'll see how special it is that he's giving away a pour of this because it's amazing. So, all right, so go ahead. Let's talk about that bottle.
So this one right here, this is a 50th anniversary kind of celebration bottle. This is the dedication of the craft. The father on here, I'm trying to remember his name right here. Ron Call. He's been in this for 50 years. And he's been distilling in Kentucky. They've actually going to be opening up a new distillery in Kentucky. We talked a little bit about that.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, he's been in the business for 50 years. And to kind of celebrate him, they put together this bottle, which is an 11-year rye finished in Oloroso sherry cask. I'm trying to remember the proof point on this because it was a little bit stout. It was 120, almost 123 proof. But it looks kind of like motor oil.
Yeah, look how dark that is. Look how dark that puppy is.
It's absolutely freaking beautiful. I love this. And this thing right here, on the nose, you get like chocolate. You get some nice tobacco cigar. You're getting some oak on here. You're getting some of the rye spice, but it's not overwhelming. But this thing's just like a chocolate cigar bomb. Man, you're making me so thirsty. So the crazy thing is one, they're giving away pours of that at KBF. This thing, and it is so great. It's got some raisin on the back of it too with the rice spice. They only had a limited amount of these bottles. They signed this up. It was an expensive bottle. I'm not going to go into how expensive it was because that might be used against me in a court of law someday with my wife. But it's special. I kept telling people, even if you don't buy the bottle, go have a sample of that. It is special. Yep. And I'm looking forward to giving away a 2-ounce pour on your show of this tonight. We've gone through a lot of this already.
Yep. Let me tell you, it's a very special bottle. I got to have a pour of it there. I did not pick up a bottle of it because I was just starting off getting a whole bunch of bottles, and I was going to come back to it. But like you said, it's a little bit of a pricey bottle, but it's such a good pour that him talking about it right now, I started drooling because my memory went back to that moment. And I'm drooling. So, yeah, that was it's an amazing pour. And they were just a group of guys. We did an interview with them, so we'll have an interview coming out with them as well. And the cool thing about a lot of people that we did interviews with, they said that they would like to be on our show, like to come on a live with us. So we're gonna talk to them, and when we do that, maybe me and you do those lives together. We'll get them on here and talk with them.
I would love to do that. And I think you talk about how your mouth watering. There's something about this that makes you salivate, that makes you want to have another hit on it because it's sweet and it's dark and it's got a great finish to it. And it just kind of just excites your mouth when it's there.
I'm a little jealous right now. I'm not going to say I'm not because that was such a good pour. And the distillery that they're making, it's WKY.
Yep.
And they're going to be having their own, they're talking about their own production, like their own product coming out pretty soon.
Correct.
And that's another thing that was kind of cool. That as we're talking to him and interviewing him, he was nice. Well, let's get a hashtag going, right? We need a hashtag for this. What hashtag do you want for that bottle pour?
Go hashtag Hemingway.
Hashtag Hemingway. Hashtag Hemingway. So when we were there and after we did that little interview with him, he's so proud. He was so proud of his product, and I don't blame him because I mean he's producing some great quality stuff. And he's like, you know what? You guys want a special pour? And like, who's gonna say no to that? Like,
yeah,
we're gonna say no, we're done, you know.
Yeah,
so he goes behind his little pour area, pulls out the bottle, and I have a picture of it somewhere. And he pulls out his bottle and he says, "This is some of the product that we have that's gonna be coming out. This is our special one that we have, and it's our first one, but you know, we're only sharing it with ourselves and some of our friends." And we were blessed enough to be his friend that day that he was sharing with us. So, and it was a good. That was another good pour. So.
Yeah, I think it was barrel 1, if I remember right.
Yeah.
I think the first one of his first single barrels that they've done with their own juice, which eventually is going to be shipped over to Florida where they do their finishes for the different products that they have and do a lot of their Hemingway stuff. But it was a killer pour. You were dead on point with that.
Yeah, that was, and you know, it's cool when you get those moments, like you're talking to the distillers themselves, right? You're talking to who's producing the product. They're talking about their love, their passion, why they're doing it, how they're doing it. You know, all that stuff is just, and everybody has a different story of why they started. You know, and then they go and say, "Hey, you know what? Here's I'm going to show you something that we done. You know, something that they're proud of." And then you get to taste, and you're like, "No wonder you're proud of it. It's just such a good pour." You know,
absolutely.
Oh, I need to get myself. Oh, let's go to. You know what? I'm gonna do let's do red line. Do you have any red line with you?
You know what? The only red line that I didn't have the Mongolian. Do you have the? I don't know if you bought this or not. Did you get the Hive edition?
Yes.
I love it. Let's do it.
All right. So once we do your race, this will be the next one that we do. I'm going to go ahead and give a little pour. So this one is going way to an opposite extreme. We're going to something super, super sweet now, but sweet and balanced and good, you know?
This one right here is one that I told the master distiller, I affectionately call this the Rio Killer.
You did that day. I mean, I have you on video saying that.
So it's honey, it's Amburana. I mean, gosh, it just smells great in the hands too.
I'm still trying to open mine.
Oh, well, you can tell I like this one too. So,
yeah, no, it was nice because when they were pulling their stuff out, they hadn't had this one out yet, and you mentioned it to them, and then they poured it out. They said, "Oh, we do have this," and they did pull it out for us.
There you go.
Ooh, nice bottle pop. So the cool thing about this one is
two of the kind of the bottles that I don't have from them yet, which I thought was very good. You'll have to talk about that.
Which ones? The Mongolian and
that Mongolian oak.
Yeah, and then what else did I get? I got their Takagi wine cast finish one as well. Yeah, not to be that I'm giving. I know we're having a good amount of pours tonight, so I'll be giving them smaller pours, but man, sometimes they go down just a little too fast, and they're so enjoyable.
Well, you know, I brought down like 12 Glens just for tonight, just in case. And I already had 6 or 7 down here.
Oh my goodness. So let's talk about a little bit about, first of all, about this one, right? The Hive edition. So it's 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley. It's distilled in Indiana, but it's finished in honey and Amburana cask. So I had never even thought about that combination going together. You know, I think that was such a unique combination, and I had such a small pour of it that day that I immediately bought a bottle because I said, you know, we're going to go into the next one to go do an interview, but I wanted to actually Mongolian oak equals Mizorana oak. No, they're different. They're very, very different.
Yeah, totally different. Mongolian oak is totally different.
Yeah. So, and we'll talk about the Mongolian in a little while as well, because it's such a good pour. And the Mongolian, when I talk about that, I want to kind of get into that a little bit. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in a while. The Hive is dangerously delicious. It was that day. But it was so neat because we were trying all their different pours, and then to get to this one was just so unique and so different. And like you said, it's a real killer.
Yeah. You know what this reminds me of on the nose and on the palate?
What is it?
Apple Jacks.
Know what? I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, I know what. Now you said that, you got that in my head, and definitely I can see that. Hold on, we got Joe B's. I'm gonna do a few Joe B's right now so that we can lock this out and have that 2-minute time frame. So the first one for Joe B is 225555. So 225555. And every time I do this, it's funny. My heart skips a beat because I have no idea what it is. So I'm excited. Like I always want it to open. You know, I don't care when it opens. I just want it to open.
There you go.
220357. So 220357. Woo woo. All right, 224267. So 224267. I always think one step closer. If it doesn't pop open, it's one step closer, you know?
There you go.
221711. So 221711. Woo woo. So only my wife knows this one. So 222437. 222437. So it locks out. So we got a 2-minute wait before it lets me do it again.
Okay.
And Joe B has one more. So that's why I was trying to do that to let that happen. All right, I know.
You want to race for this, Hemingway?
Yeah, let's do the. Are you ready? Wait, are we done? Are we ready?
I think I got the last one.
He thinks he has the last one. He's going to share it right now. We had quite a few people jump on for that one for sure. So, yeah, but this is such a unique pour. I like that they mixed. I don't think I've had anything else with the honey and Amberana mix like that.
The Rio's the only one that I can think of, but this has so much more depth and flavor. I think it just blows it out of the water.
So it does. I actually, when you said that day, I was like, I definitely want to do a blind with this one. I want to do it with Rio, and I need to figure out like another Amberana or another honey finish, something like that. That, you know, or another, maybe even a maple finish to see, you know, kind of get a kind of a good range there, you know. All right, Nathia, how are we doing?
Yeah.
Okay, he just shared it. So I'm gonna put that up, and we'll keep talking about this right now.
And I'll tell you, Redline does an excellent maple finish. If you like the Widow Jane Decadence, Redline's maple finish is killer as well.
So Widow Jane Decadence, when I bought it, I was super excited to get it. When I did my review on it, I'm going to be honest, I was a little disappointed. I was expecting a lot more maple from it, right? And then people will say, so maybe my batch just wasn't that mapley.
Yeah.
But when I've tried other, and it's funny because I did a drink that came out today, and it's my pumpkin spice. I call it the Pumpkin King Old Fashioned.
Yeah.
And I used that because I wanted some of that maple flavor in there. And for some reason, the way I made more maple flavor come out of it, and I liked it a lot more. And I'm not a pumpkin spice kind of guy. I don't really, care about them. Go ahead. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. And it's actually probably one of my favorite old fashions I've ever made. It came out so good that and that's not even my type of my cup of tea, and I just loved it. I really did like it. So if you haven't seen that, self-promoting here, go check. Yeah, go ahead and start it. Check out my video on that and try to make that one. It was so good. But with them, I bet I would like theirs because so far everything that we tried of theirs has enough of that flavor that you get to taste it, but it's not overpowering. That it's taken away from it.
I got you.
So I think you're right on that. So you didn't get a Mongolian. I'm surprised you didn't. I thought you were grabbing one there that day.
Well, I kicked myself. There's so many bottles I kicked myself over not getting, but I thought, okay, maybe it'll show up at one of my stores here. But if you want to remember the story behind the oak on what they have to do with it and some of the properties of it, I thought it was just really unique.
Yeah, I mean, so you're gonna have to help me fill in the gaps here, because by this time we were probably 8 drinks into it.
Well,
minimum.
The one thing that he said about the Mongolian oak is it's really it's a labor of love because the wood is so porous that they lost a large percentage of the barrels, and they had to figure out how to seal these barrels up. So you're not only getting the bourbon running in and out of the Mongolian oak, but also not losing it in the process. And it imparts a totally different flavor. And I think he's the only one that's really got it going out right now.
Yeah, because when he was talking about that, the interesting thing about it was, like he said, like it's so porous, he was losing a lot of liquid. Like he was losing a lot, right?
Yeah.
So because I can't remember if it was you or me that asked him, like, did you ever think about doing staves? Like just doing a stave? He said they did, but it wasn't going to be the same, that it wasn't worth it, that they rather lose the liquid to come out with the product that they came out with that Mongolian than to take the shortcut of using a stave. Because they got the wood that's very rare and very hard to get. And, you know, you have to have like, you have to be approved, I think he said, to actually use that wood, right?
That is correct.
And then he got it, and then he made barrels out of it. He got somebody to make barrels out of this wood. So I thought that was pretty cool. That was really interesting.
Yeah, and he was actually talking about doing a future state of this, where because it's so expensive, you know, maybe designing a barrel a different way, so you could retain a lot of the alcohol, but also get that penetrating in the wood and imparting in the flavor of it as well. So he was talking about some other concepts that he was looking at in the future, because he's really the only one in the industry that was using Mongolian oak.
Yeah. We got 6 seconds left here. Everybody's still pretty close. We got Dustin Coffin coming from behind. We got Raging Cajun making the lead here. Let's see who's going to win it. Raging Cajun. Raging Cajun. So Raging Cajun, this is for that very, very special Hemingway pour. So it's only are you going to write it down for you? Or are you going to write that down, Sean?
Raging Cajun one?
Yeah.
I've got his contact information. I got him.
Okay. So Raging Cajun, Sean's got you. He's going to send you a pour of this amazing Hemingway. When you get it, I would love to hear your thoughts on it, just because it's so unique. It was there. It sold out there. It wasn't going to go. They weren't going to have. They brought it there. If you were there, you got to try it. You got to buy it. And if you didn't, yeah. So you're going to be one of the lucky people that I don't know if you were there or not, but that gets to try this product, and it was amazing. It was.
It was fantastic. Raging Cajun, I'm excited for you, my friend. I can't wait to get this out to you. I'm gonna have to send one to you, to Doc, as well, so you can remember it.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Gandhi Road, for that. We're gonna do a hashtag Hive, so we can get this one out as well. Hashtag Hive. Man, I'm just going through these memories. It's just so much fun. It's just so much fun, you know. What was that? So Nati, my monkey over here, says he gets the abuelita taste, which is a Mexican chocolate that you can make. And I can see where he gets that, because there is a very good, like the dark chocolate powder note at the back of it that I do taste.
I got that.
Yeah. But I mean, this is such a unique pour. I kind of wish I would have got more than one bottle of it. I know you said that red line's up in your area, so if you do find another bottle of this, you let me know. I definitely grab me one. The other one, if you ever see the cigar, I didn't get to try the cigar, and you said that was amazing.
I remember you were looking for that as well. Doc, correct me on this, but doesn't the Mexican chocolate have a little bit of cinnamon in it?
Yes, it does. I think that's why that cinnamon that from that Amburana that's coming through is what's giving him that vibe.
But it does have a little bit of chocolate on the back with that cinnamon, so I can see where he got that.
Yeah, so he used to cry. His mom used to give them to that when he couldn't go to sleep, and he cried himself to sleep. So he's actually crying himself right now to sleep. So if we can't run any more races, that's not my fault. I apologize, you know. So make sure to. I don't see. Am I missing? Yeah, a lot of the Hive in there. Let me see. Hold on. Let me make labels for the Hive here, and we'll go from there real quick. Let me see. Let me see. What are we doing here? Red line Hive. All right. But no, it's funny because I think my wife and I, like, after we do trips, we always like to ask, like, okay, what was your favorite this, or what was your favorite that? And they asked me on it, what was my favorite pour? And I couldn't answer that. There was just so many good pours that I didn't have a favorite. I did say that my most unique and the one that stood out to me most was the Laurinkin.
Yeah.
That high wheat rye was just so unique and different to me. And I'm glad we're giving away some of that because that was probably one of the most unique ones I did have. But I mean, do you have a pour that was your favorite pour that stood out to you?
I'll tell you what's really surprised me about this is my top 3 favorite pours out of everything were all ryes.
Interesting. I enjoyed a lot more riser than I thought I would too. And I'm like, okay, is my palate changing and just enjoying ryes? Or are we finding ryes that are actually really good that our palates can handle and enjoy the taste of them as well?
It might be the maturity of the palate, but it could also be that people are just doing exceptional work with ryes right now. But that the Larrikin, this Hemingway, and I know this one's still making it to you, but this Bardstown KBF one, that might be my all-time freaking favorite one there. I think what we're going to have to do is, I know you have the Larrikin. I know you'll have this bottle. I'm going to send you a pour of this. We're just going to have to do the rise of KBF and battle it out to see which one's the best.
Oh,
Because they all offer different things.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I think I have that bottle, but I think that's one of the ones that you have for me because I don't have it here on
That's the one I have for you. It's working its way. The Larrikin you have, and I'm going to send you a pour of this, and we'll do the rise of KBF. But this one right here, that KBF rye from Bardstown that they did in Cherrywood, do you remember that one?
No. I bought that bottle. I got that bottle specific because
that one was fantastic.
And the cool thing is that the Baxter distillers there pouring them out for you.
Oh,
he was there pouring them out for you.
Up our bottles and stuff, and man, it was just fantastic. You know, for Bardstown, he spent a lot of time at Maker's Mark, and he was just chill and easygoing and talking to you about stuff, just like you said, like your company in his house, and he's known you forever.
Yep, and the one that I wish I would have grabbed, I didn't get. They were sold out there by the time I got there. Was the Silver Oak. I wanted to grab that. He said they only had it at the distillery. I was hoping to find it online. I haven't. So if you do happen to see what, let me know. I want to get one of those Silver Oaks, or anybody out there. If you can find me a Silver Oak, I really appreciate it. But grab one for yourself first. Grab one for yourself first. That was such a good pour. Such a good pour. And it was just one of my last things, and I did not get to get it. I definitely would have bought that one, even if I didn't have room. It was just such a good pour, but they were out of it there at that time. So, oh my goodness.
I think Bardstown was probably underrated on how good their stuff was there. I know that last day I got in a little bit early to do some interviews, and I happened to get right up there early with you to get some stuff. But I just thought everything they put out was fantastic. I thought Bardstown did an incredible job.
Yeah. Bardstown. Well, I mean, it's hard to say. Like, I felt like, so I went last year, and this year I felt like everybody stepped it up. Like it was another level. And last year, by the second day, I had hit everything. I had done everything. This year, I didn't finish I didn't finish at all. I wasn't even close. I just couldn't. It was just so much to do, so much going on. And it was, I mean, yeah, some of the lines were kind of long, but holy cow. Wow. It's just amazing time. It's sometimes when you think about it, it feels like it's one of those dreams, you know? And, you know, you're talking to, I was just thinking about it. You're talking about me going in there, you know, with VIP. What about you, sir? You're going in there with media. You had the special band that was bright and pretty, and you got to go into your special room and meet special people, and you snuck me in there pretending that you're going to interview me for no reason.
If I remember right, you, the wife, and the daughters came in the last day.
Yeah.
You know, but it was, I tell you what, they treat you really, really well there. I was fortunate enough to get a media pass. And they had a nice media setup area, nice air condition, good food, good regular drinks to just hydrate. And then they had a bar back there too for all these incredible pours if you want them. And you had areas to interview people, talk with people, meet people. I think you were in there. Were you in there when we got to talk with the gentleman from 3 Chords from Alabama? I think you were.
Yep. And then let me do a few of the codes, and then we'll talk about 3 Chords for a second as well. Okay. I like their stuff. So I still have Joe B. I have one more for him. So let's do that one. Is 226295. 95. Let me mark that one off. So I got some. Every time I do this, I get a little bit smarter. Or actually, my daughter probably got me smarter on this one. All right, top dog. We got 2 for top dog next. So 221-741. Okay. Ooh, I like this next one. 222. Anytime you put 222, I like it. 222-568. Just making sure I had that right. Nope. And it's funny because if I would have made it, it'd be all 2s and people will guess on the first run. I know they did that on the last run, thinking, and I kept telling them it's not me that makes the number. All right, so we have Tamara next. Tamara's always really lucky too. So let's see how she does. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's how many have I done? That's 3, right? So I got 2 more. So Tamara, 2, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that's locked now. All right, so I'm gonna put the race on, and then this is for the element, the hive. For this one again, I have to remind myself sometimes. I'm reminding you, but I'm also reminding myself. And so let me put that one on, and then we'll talk about the 3 chords there. Let's go ahead and just go ahead and make sure you're in there. How many do we have in there? We only have 27 on the list, and there's 40 people watching, so there's a few people missing in there. But let's go ahead and get this one started, and we'll get to the next one. So make sure you guys are doing the hashtag. Chance to win some free samples here, and all of these have been just great pours. Even Natividad, who's not a major bourbon drinker, I've changed him. Yeah. I made him a more sophisticated monkey than he used to be. But yeah, definitely. So, all right, let's talk about 3 chords.
So, it was really neat. And I'll tell you, the accessibility that you have to people at KBF, there's this little restaurant, like right across the way from KBF. And you can go over there and just sit down, just have a great time and eat food. And you're elbow to elbow with people.
Oh, yeah.
And so the last day that I was there, I was sitting there and I was sitting next to this guy. And we just start talking. He's one of the people that works at 3 chords. And his job is they have a certain amount of musicians that they want to work with during the year to help kind of resurrect their careers, basically, or help get them back on track, or that'd be a good partner for them. And so they had 1 people there. There was Hailstrom that was there, which is this bottle right here. And then there was another one that he didn't even have his bottle ready, but he was in the VIP room area. Not VIP, I should say, but media room. And he's a local guy from Alabama, graduated from Auburn. About 6 years ago, he was like the next big thing in country music. I want to say his name was Dwight Smith, if I remember right. And if I got that wrong, I apologize. But he was going to be the next big thing. All the music artists thought he's going to be the one that's going to explode. He actually had an aneurysm on the stage and a stroke and lost, a lot of the motion in his left-hand side of his body. And, it took him a few years through COVID and everything to get to the point where he could start to use his fingers and his hand and his leg again and stuff. And he still walks with a limp. But, he just talks about kind of the resilience and the recovery and things like that people have. And it's just a real neat human life story. But it also shows a 3 chord, too, where they get these different bands or people that have kind of went through things.
2 seconds.
And now they're giving them an opportunity to maybe showcase not only their talents, but also have something attributed to them in the bourbon world. Yeah,
and it's just that story. Like, well, they said like that's what they started for, right? They started off being we got 3 seconds left here about the music and about that, and they wanted to get back to that, and that's why they started doing this again. They wanted to get back to where they were.
Absolutely, you're right. They didn't want to. And I know that Dave Vogelsling's on there. I think he got his Almond Brothers one the other day. They weren't really looking for like superstars on stuff, even though Almond Brothers are. I know, Dave, you've seen them 20 times plus with your brother. Yeah. But they have a lot of bands that are just kind of pave their way back through things and get into things again and do stuff again. And it's a neat story. Did you get one of the Hailstrom bottles there?
No, I did not. Baby Yaga, congratulations for first place. Congratulations. And who do we have in last here? Who won?
Candy Road.
Gandhi. Well, not no. The last one was Grandy
Oh, okay.
or Granny. So Gandhi Road. Congratulations again, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging with us. We're having a good time. Make sure to fill out that form for me. It just makes it easier for me to get this to you. So when you fill out that form, so I'm going to see if this works here for a second. Let me see. There you go. So that's the picture of the gentleman that I met that night. Is that the one you're talking about?
It is.
Yeah. So that was a 3-chord. I like that their bottle. If I didn't have, I have it in the wrong position. I was showing off the label there, but they have it so that you can actually, it looks like a guitar in the top, right? So it looks like a guitar, and that's what they're talking about with their chord stuff. So just kind of wanted to share that with you. And it's funny because I wanted to also, and I don't know why I wasn't thinking about this earlier, but let me show you the WKY bottle that we got to try.
That was
this one was a lot of fun. That's that WKY. Look, you're right. Barrel 1, 7 years, barrel 1. So, you know, that's the one we got to try when we were there, and that was a lot of fun too. So yeah, good time for sure. So congratulations again, Baby Yaga and Gandhi Road. You guys won a nice, beautiful pour of Elements Hive. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do because it is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. So should we do the red line, that Mongolian one? I know you don't have it, but should I pop one open for everybody tonight?
You can pop one open. I just popped open this 3 chords you don't have if you want to give some of that away.
Well, what we can do is first place gets one, last place gets the other one. How does that sound?
Perfect. We'll let the winner choose.
Yeah, we'll do that. So let's do this right now. Let's go ahead and just do a few more. I think we shouldn't be locked out anymore. So Tamara's still going here. Keith P is picking numbers for Troy from Baker. So Keith P, pick up those numbers for Troy from Baker Drinks. So Tamara, let's do yours. It's 224456. Ooh, I get excited. Like I'm so excited when I'm hitting these buttons, waiting for it to pop open because it makes like a sound, and I don't know. All right, next one. 226789. Ooh, I don't know why. I always feel like each one has the possibility of opening it, but I always feel like each one's gonna open it. 227890. 227890. As soon as I lock it out, Nati, I'll get a hashtag. Nati's telling me we need a hashtag for the next pour that we're talking about. And 226689. So 226689. Ooh. So close yet so far. Now we're waiting for Keith P. We need numbers for you for Troy from Baker's donate. Troy from Baker's donating his numbers to you. So we need 2 numbers from you. Hashtag. So we're doing a 3-chord and a red line. So you want to say, let me see. Let's kind of, how can we mix these together? You know, well, red chord.
Yeah.
Hashtag red chord. Hashtag red chord. It is. No one did 222221. No, I don't. They might have done on the last one. I don't know. We still have quite a few numbers to go through tonight. I'm slacking on my area of getting my stuff done. So,
you got that Mongolian crack? Why don't you tell us about the Mongolian?
I'm cracking it now, but there's I don't see like where they have like that edge that is easy to open on these. I mean, am I missing something or? Oh, look.
No, you got
it. I just make my life hard sometimes, you know.
There you go.
So who's the monkey now? Is what Nati Vidal just told me. Who's the monkey now? All right. Ooh, wait, hold on a second. I need to. So this Mongolian oak, let's talk about it. It's red lime. It's straight bourbon whiskey finished in Mongolian oak. This is batch B2. It's 108 proof. And look at this. Just look at that beautiful. Oh, it's hard to see here. Let me see. Back it up a little bit. Let me cover my face so it focuses on here. And look at that. I love that the way that purple just shines there. It's a nice label. I'm gonna have to get a different glass. You want to get 2 more glasses, not because these have the honey in them.
Yeah.
Now this stuff is one that I couldn't wait to get. I just got this one in. Luckily, it came in just yesterday. It's one that I want to actually sit down and really think about it, because when he was there, he was asking us, what did we think about it, and really what were our taste profiles on it, right? And we had done so many, it was hard to sit there and just say, okay, let me sit down and kind of just sit back and kind of really absorb it and take it in. So this is actually one of those that tonight, if I don't get, if I'm not too happy by the end of the night, I'm going to sit back on this and just enjoy a pour of it and just really sit there, taste it, and maybe do like my own review on it, and maybe even do a review for everybody else as well.
Now, Doc, if I remember, and like I said, we were a few pours in by this point.
Yeah.
I want to say we had this like chocolate espresso cigar thing going on.
I'll tell you in a second here, because I'm just, my mouth is, I don't remember what, I honestly don't remember what this tastes like at this moment, but my mouth is drooling. So apparently my mouth remembers what this tastes like. Oh my goodness. Can't wait to get this, try some of this. Here you go, Natividad. I changed my glass on this one. Normally I just keep going with the same glass, but that honey Amburana was going to take over too much of it. Oh, it's just such a good smell in the nose. It's very unique, because you get a little bit of, it's, even though it's bourbon, it smells a little bit spicy.
Yeah.
But it doesn't smell like 108 proof. It actually smells lower than that. That's interesting. A lot of times when you smell the bottom of the glass, you smell the alcohol. When you smell the top, you smell the sweetness. And right now I'm actually smelling the alcohol throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, we might need to open up a bit.
Yeah, it probably does. But sometimes that's with the fresh pour. You just need to kind of let it sit there and do its thing. Non-chill filtered. Let's go see if this was. So I think I did get 2 bottles of this one, because it was just that different to me. So
yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got that like I'm very curious what their cigar blend tastes like, because this is almost like a cigar blend to me. You got the leather notes, you got some chocolate, you got just so much goodness. I want to cry almost, because it's just so good. Holy cow. What is like that Mongolian is just, I need to sit down and just sip on it, let it sit in my mouth for a while, and see really what that flavor is, because it's just hard to describe. It's just
there is a describable kind of funk at the back that I really liked, if I remember on that one right. But I remember getting some espresso, some chocolate on there. I got I got some tobacco on there.
Tobacco, definitely.
Funk on the back.
Yeah, and so I don't like a lot of things that are very drying of the tongue. There's a little bit of drying on it, but it's not over. Like, it's not like what's taken over. That leather, that chocolate, the tobacco is actually a good. Like I said, it honestly, this could easily be their cigar blend without being their cigar blend. So I'm very curious what their cigar blend would taste like. It's just nice and level. It's not too far like up front. It just very. I hate to use the word smooth, but this is actually one of those that's just very smooth across the tongue. It just kind of just covers from the front to the back, and you don't get like a lot of bourbons. You only get the tip, or you get the mid palate. You don't get the full tongue. You get the full tongue with this one. The full like it covers the palate, covers the roof of the mouth, gives you a little bit of a hug even at 108 proof. It's just a lot of goodness there. A lot of goodness. Natividad, what do you think? Oh, he hasn't tried. He's too busy typing like a monkey over there. All right, let's get another one done here. So Troy from Baker Drinks, but this is for so this is his. Let me see, 228488. We got that one. I don't know if it's gonna lock out. It should have locked out after that one, but I don't know if we had enough of weight in between. So we'll see. 221969. So it didn't lock out. So let's see. We got the bloody 81 in the house now. 222131. And Jesus does very well. I mean, he's won quite a few of the samples from us, so he does really well. So I appreciate him always, coming in, joining, and having some fun with us. Bourbon Nerd in the house. We got 2 for Bourbon Nerd. 221975. I think that's actually a very good guess. The reason is that's my date of birth is 1975. So I thought that could be it easily, you know. Let's go to the next one, 221295. So 221295. Nope, there we are, locked out. We got a 2-minute gap before. Up next is I Like Bourbon a Lot, and then we go from there. So Nathi's still typing away at on the one he's doing. Whiskey Nature, hey, Whiskey Nature, how's it going, buddy? And we got Russ L in the house. We got actually right now we have 43 people watching. Dollar Bill's in the house, so thank you, Dollar Bill. We have Mr. Lopez in the house. Hey, thank you. You know, Dave Vogel is just a legend in the game here. And the crazy thing is, who did he go on? Was it with Matt from Whiskey Wisdom that he did his right? And we found out that he's actually not been in the game. I thought he was in the game for a long time with the amount of samples and bottles he has. He has actually been in the game for I thought he was going to be in a lot longer. So I'm very surprised. You know. Hey, William Ha, how we doing here?
There's Jen Lifton. Hey, Jen.
Where's Jen? I'm missing Jen. I didn't see her in here.
I just saw her name pop through there.
Tom Blackland, the viewers pick my next pour. Pikeville Rye or OFSSBBS store pick. Oh, I've not had enough Pikesville to say that, so I'd go with the Old Forester.
Yeah.
I was gonna go. So Total Wine in my area dropped Old Forester, their single barrel rye today, and I was gonna go over there, but I was online with trying to get my machine back up and running, and it took a lot longer than I expected, and so I didn't. And then I had to get ready for this, so I didn't get to go out there. So I'm hoping that there's one out there tomorrow. I don't think there will be, but I was hoping that there would be. Actually, news today. Nathan from Everyday Drinker, he dropped his first pick today, so he has his first barrel pick that came out today.
Cheers, Nate.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. I did order a bottle. He has it for his what is it called, for his Patreon for the first. I think he said first 2 weeks is Patreon, and then after that he's gonna open it up. It's only like 170 bottles. I think he has 160 to 170. So it might all go. It might all go before he even has a chance to get it out to everybody else. But yeah, so let us know. He wants to know what's his pick. So Tom Black, let us know what do you guys want him to pick? Top Dog. They hear from Storytime with the weather. Yeah, he's actually doing really well. He left today. He left. What was it? Ireland, Scotland. He left somewhere. He's gone for like 10 days. So he did okay. I was wondering if he was going to be able to get out. He said he was. So he was doing okay. He lost some power, but he was doing okay. So yeah, he's doing good. Who put this? My store just dropped a new store pick. Blue Label picked up a case. Oh, nice. Deliver friends across the country. Hopefully I'm on your friend list. I hope so. There are a lot of channels doing barrel picks. I agree, Bloody 81, but I don't. Last time I was talking about this, and I think I shared this with you too, Shane. Sean. I said Shane because we were talking about Shane a second ago.
I got you.
I feel like the craft distilleries, we need to give more love to. After this year at Kentucky Bourbon Festival, I think we need to give more love to. Yeah, you might pay a little bit more money, but you're not paying what you're paying for secondary allocated prices on stuff, and they're just as good, if not better, than a lot of those picks that we're getting from there. Two, a lot of these channels are doing barrel picks, but they're people that people with the palates that you have similar qualities with, and those you're getting a lot of picks as well. I think you're getting a lot of good picks there too. So instead of paying all these secondary prices for some of these allocated things that are not worth the secondary price, I feel like we need to start looking at going with our friends, choosing what they choose, and going with some of these craft distillers and choosing what they choose, because there's just so much goodness out there. So.
I concur with that sentiment. I think that the one thing that we saw in that craft section is that I worry about constriction. People, some of these craft distilleries, if you don't buy their products, if you really like it, but you're not asking your liquor store to get them in and you're not buying these products, they're going to go away. They're on tighter budgets than everybody else right now. They don't have the backing of some of the big stores that will follow and always have. So if you really find a craft distillery you like, find a way to support them, talk to your liquor stores about them, and put their name in their ear and tell them this is something you'll be surprised other people are really going to like this. So get that name for the craft distilleries out there you like.
No, I agree. I mean, I this as my palate has changed as we're going through my journey, where I'm at my journey, I've just learned to love those more, and I want to. That's why I want to do those interviews with them. I want to get their names out there as much as I can. So hopefully all of us can start interviewing them, getting them on our channels, and just introducing the people that they're not, because Redline's not in my area. Larkin is not in my area. Old Stillhouse is not in my area, and I wish they were. So I'm like you said, I've come back and I've talked about them so much to people around me that their name is in the ears of the people that I know around here, and we just hope that they can figure out how to get it was Redline that was having issues with Texas.
Yeah.
They tried to get somebody and then it just didn't work for them. And I agree. So, definitely, I 100% same sentiments I have with you is, we need to get their names out there and promote them. If we like them, promote them, help them stay there so that we can enjoy their line for a lot longer. So,
Doc,
all right, now off of that whole thing, let's do a race.
Break down on the 3-chord.
Oh yeah, give us a breakdown. So this is for Redline, the Mongolian oak finish, and this 3-chord.
So the winner gets to pick which one they want.
Correct.
So the 3-chord, this is part of their backstage series. This is a Hailstorm bottle. We actually got to meet the musicians from Hailstorm. They actually signed the bottle. This is a straight bourbon whiskey that they went ahead and they finished in cherry barrels. This one right here is really neat on the nose. It kind of reminds me of roses and fresh cherries and sweet cornbread. So you get a lot of different things on the nose. It's only a 95 proofer, so it's not heavy proof, but it's a real smooth sipper, and that cherry really follows through.
Make me drool. You need to write the reviews for these guys,
I mean, just something you sit down and drink on and just crush and enjoy during a game, and you'd be happy with it. But that cherry just really shines on the back too, on the finish.
Yeah. Yeah, I did have a sip when I was in the media tent with you when you were so gracious to bring me in there. That it was like that pour was a good pour. I remember that. Did they have it available there to buy? I didn't even pay attention at that time because that was the last day when we were just about to leave at that moment.
Yeah, the Hailstorm they had earlier. I don't know if they had any left, but the other one that they were doing for Dwight, they didn't even have that there. They only had samples.
Oh, that's right, because that one was their next release that was coming out, huh?
That is.
That's right. That was right. So, oh man, I'm just really like Redline is one of those ones I hope comes in my area pretty soon. I was talking to Shane about this, and he was like, "Let's do a pick with them." I was like, I honestly, when he gets back, I think I'm gonna talk to him about that again and maybe do a pick. Maybe one of my first picks, a barrel pick, will be a Redline pick.
No, they do a killer job with their stuff. I'm really impressed by Redline.
Is not my monkey messing up already that he's having to still type?
People added more right now.
All right, get these last few in and let's get this one started. Now, what as you're doing that, let me do the next few on here. So I like bourbon a lot is on here next. So let's try his. It's 221482. So 2214. What was it? 82. And then B Factor in the house. Oh, B Factor. I'm gonna give you a chance to change it because you have one that I just did, and I'm not usually trying to pay attention to the ones that we did, but that 221975 was just done about 3 right before it. So B Factor, if you're in here, go ahead and change that number. I'm gonna do your second one, B Factor. So 223476, 223476. And then I'll give you just a moment here to change the 221975 because that one was just done. And the only reason I know that was my birthday, 1975. So that's why. Are we ready to go into Mr. Natividad? All right, let's go ahead and get that run. Let's get that going. So, we got a rabbit race going here. I wish you could set up the settings so they didn't run the music because it's funny because we don't hear the music on our side, but everybody in the comments gets to hear how loud that is,
Oh wow.
Yep. So I'm getting closer and closer to my 2,222 subs. I'm getting closer. And when I do, I'm gonna give away a minimum of 22 bottles that day. But I promise you, it's more than that already. I have other gifts too. I have cigars to give away. I have stuff that I brought home from Kentucky Bourbon Festival. I have a lot of stuff that's going to be given away on that day. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you guys do, man. Please subscribe to me. Also, Sean here from Echoes in Eternity, make sure you subscribe to him. Oh yeah, we'll be doing loteria in a little while as well. Did you get to see our last time when we did loteria?
No.
Yeah, so hold on, I'm gonna in the comments here, I am putting that is Sean's right there. So if you guys haven't subscribed to him, make sure you go and subscribe to him as well. Anybody in here that if you want to put I love promoting you guys. So if you guys want to put your link in here, or if you know anybody else's link, go ahead and put them in here so we can promote you guys as well. We're a big community. We all love each other. We all will promote each other. We all want to help each other get, just get better. So, go in there. Don't be ashamed. Just put it in there and then let's promote yourselves in here. So.
Amen. Appreciate that, Doc.
Anytime. I appreciate you hanging out with me again today. I mean, I had so much fun with you the other day. I was super looking forward to hanging out with you again tonight. And it's been an amazing night already, and we're not even close to done, or at least I'm not. I don't know how you're hanging.
I got a little bit longer for my power runs out down here.
Good. So we have Bloody 81 says yes, loteria. So maybe we'll do loteria next. We'll do a pour, then we'll do loteria, and then we'll go from there. So here we are, 22 seconds left. All these rabbits are really close together. We're still having everybody hang on. Dave V on the bottom here, dollar bill coming to the front. 15 seconds left. Let's see what we have. Major Zero in the house. Hey, Adam, how we doing? I like bourbon a lot. Seem to be going up there pretty quickly. Let's see who we have. We got 6. Oh, mine froze on my end. Here we go. Oh, there we go. 2 seconds. 1 second. Raging Cajun in the house. Nice. Now, Raging Cajun, you got two choices here. You got, let me put it on here, 3-chord and red line Mongolian. So Raging Cajun, which one do you want to pick? You get to pick first, so you get to choose between the red line Mongolian finish or the 3-chord. And if you choose the one I have, you need to get hold of me and fill out the information. If you decide that you want Sean's there, he has your information already, I believe.
Yep. Plus, I already owe him a pour of Hemingway.
That's true, man. He's doing some damn good pours tonight. And then who's last place for me? Last place. And last place, you're still a winner in my book. It's William Hall. So William Hall, once we figure out what Raging Cajun wants, you get the other one. And just of course, just make sure you fill out the form for me. Whoever wins the red line, make sure you fill out that form for me. It makes it easier for me to get it to you. Talking about that, I need to go over one person that let me see, where did I leave it? Okay. So not that long ago, I was on a live with Nathan from Everyday Drinker. Somebody on there, it was a Bourbon NB is what I have, won a bottle from me, but never filled out the form. I don't think Bourbon NB is on here tonight, but if you are on here, Bourbon NB, or somebody knows who that is, tell me to go fill out that form. They won a bottle and they didn't give me the information I needed to get them the bottle. So just letting them know it's still out there, still available to them. And if they reach out to me, we'll get that to them.
He said go try the court.
Who did?
Raging Cajun.
So Raging Cajun's doing the court, so he's with you.
Yep. Raging.
William Hall. Go ahead. Yep. You still there?
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. You froze for a second, or at least on my end. So William Hall, make sure you fill out that form for me, so that you can I can get this out to you. Congratulations, guys! Congratulations to Oh no, what? I didn't pour this one out. That whole time I've been talking, having fun, not even pouring things out. So let me move that stuff over. Let me move this over, and let me get those poured. But yeah, hey, congratulations, guys! Appreciate you guys, and both amazing pours, both fun pours. So. All righty there, righty. Huh?
As Steven's going, I identify as a bottle winner.
I identify as a bottle winner. I like that. I like that. That's fun. Oh, Bourbon and B is in the house. You completely forgot. Hey, fill out that form and put in there that you won a bottle on Nathan's Live, and I have it all set up for to go. I just don't have it. I don't know where to send it to. So, I'm glad you're on here. I didn't see you earlier, so I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Let me pour out this thing, these bottles, and we'll go from there. And then I'll do a few of these numbers here and lock us out again, and then go from there. So do you have anything new or exciting coming up? Do you have any picks coming out? Well, you guys do. You do with the group.
Yeah, actually, we've got 2 bottles from Westward, 2 half barrels from Westward coming out. They're American whiskeys. They're single malts, but they are fantastic. Looking forward to that. There's a bunch of us in a group. The group's name is Poor Decisions. So
love the name. I love the name.
So we're doing that. Also, I saw Bourbon Nerd on there from Life from the Patio. Matt and I are actually going to be at Short Barrel on the 18th of October. I think it's a Friday, 18th. And we're going to be picking a barrel there, a honey finished barrel there. And I think a couple of the guys from Life from the Patio are coming down. And I've got Tanya Votts from Bourbon and Banner going to be there. And we'll see if we can bring somebody else along too and have some fun. So I know
your short barrel pick? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, another barrel pick.
No, but is it the short barrel? Is it short barrel?
Short barrel. It's your short barrel honey finished.
Yeah. When is that? When I remember you mentioned somebody mentioned it the other day and on one of the lives.
So 3 weeks from today. So we'll be doing the pick for there 3 weeks from today, and hopefully we'll be getting some information from Westward when the 2 half barrels are coming out for that. Those were fantastic as well. We've had people on there that weren't necessarily American single malt people that just fell in love with them.
Matt's one of them, isn't he? Matt was one of the ones that wasn't
Correct. Matt was. I wasn't going to call him by name, but since we did, yeah. Matt,
sorry about that. Sorry, Matt.
He's not American.
No, but he did mention it, so it's not like I'm throwing anything out there that he mentioned that himself.
Yeah. No, but he absolutely fell in love with them. I mean, I think we called one like Cherry Sex Bomb, and they wouldn't allow the name for us, and the other was like Chocolate Walnut Bear Brownie or something. I can't remember, but they wouldn't allow the names because they thought it would influence that people thought there was artificial ingredients in there or something.
Is that why? I remember you guys were talking about that your names didn't get approved, so you guys kind of went to a cheap like a generic name like Bottle 333 or something like that. I forgot. What is it I need to forget?
We'll live and learn. We'll figure stuff out better. But I want to say that who was it? Trent. Oh, golly, what are their names? SOB Drinks just put out a barrel from them as well. Ours is going to be a lot.
I'm going to highlight you for a second because I ran out of my label maker. So you're talking right now.
Yeah. So SOB actually just put something out from Westward. I'm sure that their pick was very good as well. But I think that because of who they went through, theirs is going to be a bit more expensive than ours. But Westward's putting out some great stuff. And Troy and Laura Baker from Baker Drinks are the ones that brought us into this. And we're very lucky because that's fantastic stuff and absolutely looking forward to that. Looking forward to the short barrel honey finished. And then we're looking at some other things in the future as well. So we're looking forward to that because we just like to drink good stuff and like to hopefully get other people to drink the stuff that we like too. So hopefully you'll enjoy it as well. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's funny because, like you said, so your group Poor Decisions is not a set group, so that people are interested. I know I'm hopefully going to be on one of the picks with you guys sometime soon as well. But it's just you guys getting a lot of us together to be able to go do that. Because a lot of us are not able to do that on our own, so it's kind of pretty cool that you guys are doing that to give everybody an opportunity to go do a barrel pick.
Yeah. I mean, it's the fun part about learning what's behind the curtain. What's behind the curtain? How do you do this? What is the real keys to get access to some things? I'm very lucky that I've got I've got a local group here that I get to do stuff with. I'm not the founder of the group, but I get to hang out with them and help them with barrel picks from time to time. We've got a purple top Willet juice coming out for a Hirsch that just dropped yesterday. So I'm looking forward to that.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah. So, it's neat because once you really start understanding how they work, you'll be surprised how accessible some of they can be. And it's funny because talking to the distillers is a lot of fun and they're really interesting and a lot of fun, but the business side behind it can be kind of convoluted. So, you come in and you have all this great time and great fun, then business kind of gets in the way for a while, and then you get excited again because it's coming back out.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to be on a few picks, none of them my own yet. So I've experienced that fun side of it. I'm not experienced the business side, okay, now you owe me, $300 million sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that it's on my list, and I definitely want to do sometime soon.
Yeah, and one of the things too is that that kind of the core thing that we have is we don't want to necessarily we're not in it to make money. We just want to have good bourbon at good prices, and so we want to find things that we're going to be able to get good bourbon in people's hands. We're not making a dime off of it. Because everything's going towards making sure we get the best price possible for people.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, like, even if you make a little bit, you guys just put that back into the next barrel to bring out another good bottle.
This will get it for another barrel, and that's exactly how we got the honey barrel. When Matt and I did our rye barrel, they said, "Hey, this will be your cup." We said, "We just want to put it towards the next barrel."
Yep. So
now we have the opportunity for the rye barrel.
All right, my wife says I need to speed up Super Chat. So let me come back to Super Chat real quick. Where are we at? Beef Factor, we got his. So 221976. Oh, that's so funny that he from 1975 to 1976. So
there you go.
221976. Let me see. So we have JL22 said give numbers to Sean to pick. Oh wait, we don't have those yet. JL22 Sean. So we need you need to give me 2 4 digits. So give me 4 digits first.
2222.
Okay, so it's going to be 222222. I like that. I mean that would have been my pick. And next one.
6869.
226869.
Dang it.
I like it though. I like it. All right, we got that one. Now we have William Hall in the house.
William.
So 220978. Ooh, William Hall. 224466. 224466. We're locked out. All right. So I'll pay attention. Not to be that, help me remember about 3 minutes to. Oh, wait, do we have a race to run? What are we doing right now? We haven't done anything. We haven't done a hashtag, man. We're slacking here. We're slacking. All right. Oh, Loteria. Loteria's next. You ready? Are you ready to play some Loteria?
What's Loteria?
So it's Mexican bingo is what it is.
Oh, let's play.
Yeah, you ready? All right, let's everybody, we ready for some Loteria? I know I am.
School friendly or classic?
Huh?
School friendly or classic?
We're doing classic, man. So there's options. Let me explain, because in Spanish there's some words that people could take offensive, but they're not offensive because that's just the way it's said in Spanish, right? So we're gonna do this the classic. I mean, that's the way I've always played it. Played when so growing up, the Loteria is like a fun thing to do around the house.
What's the one? Just the line?
So the first, we're gonna do 3 games, and then I'm gonna give away something at the end of it. I'll figure out what pour I'm giving away with it. So the funny thing is, so it's like regular bingo. So the first one we're gonna just do the regular line, so it's straight up and down or straight across, right? Nobody's gonna win anything on that. It's not until the third game that somebody's gonna win, but we're gonna do 3 games. The first game is that. The second game is gonna be squares, which is the 4 center squares or the 4 corners, and the third game is gonna be full card. So full card's the one that's going to win something. So we'll figure out what I'll figure out what I'm sharing with them at that moment. But it's one of those things. As we're growing up, you play, and at first, you sometimes have pennies, so you can play with pennies, and then you have two lotteries, one that you put in for the last full card, and the other one that you're paying for that individual game. When you're a big baller, you're playing for nickels and dimes. If you're a super big baller, you're paying for quarters. I never got up to anything above quarters in my young age, but it's a lot of fun, and it's fun because nobody cares what age you are. If you don't win, if you win and you mess up and you miss it, they don't care. You keep going. It is cutthroat. It is cutthroat. So you can cry all you want, but it's fun. So as he's getting the lottery set up, let's get a pour going. Let me see. Know what? Let's see. Oh, what Angel Envies do I have here? Oh, look. Do you have the Angel Envy? We were talking about this one earlier. Do you have the Angels Envy, the Kentucky Bourbon Festival one? I'm not on my end.
Are you talking about the single barrel big one?
Single, but yes.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, let's do that as our next pour.
All right.
Does it sound good to you?
Sounds great, brother.
All right, so let's talk about this one. This one is the Angels Envy Single Barrel Kentucky Bourbon Festival 2024 pour, 116 proof Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished in sherry cask. The cool thing they had there, which I guess I wish I would have grabbed, was their one that they have that they didn't finish in anything. It was just their bourbon.
Yeah.
Did you even try it?
I did.
I don't remember. I can't remember if I did or not. So I don't remember what it would taste like. Ooh, that was a nice pop.
That sherry finish smells good.
Let me make sure not the dog gets his pour. All right, so we'll pour for these.
One, the 375.
Which one's that one?
The 375 Angel Envy Bottle and Bond.
No, that's the one that was not finished. Isn't that the one that's not finished?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't get that one. That was one that kind of afterwards I kind of wish I would have, because that's the only time you actually get to taste your juice without it ever being finished, because they're known for finishing.
I'll have to get you a pour.
Yeah. And that's one I can't remember if I did try it or not. Not that that's what she said. When I said that's when you get to finish the taste your juice and not, without it being finished.
Wow.
Wow.
So as Nati's getting ready to set up the loteria, how close are we there, sir?
I only have 9 people.
Running out of space up here.
Did you put a link on it?
Yeah,
Oh, so there's a link. I don't know if you guys didn't see it. There's a link. Go ahead and post it again, because I didn't even see it. There's a link in the chat that shows you if you want to join the loteria. That's how you join. You hit that link button. It allows up to 40 people in there, and we have 36 in chat. So each of you can get a card if you wanted to. And we're going to play that. And as I said, we're going to play 3 games, and we'll figure out what the winner will win on the last one. I think what it will be is one of my special bottle pours that we got there. We'll figure that out in a second here. So let's do, as people are joining that, hashtag Angel. Hashtag Angel. Yeah. I know what, maybe Deanna, will you help with the hashtag Angel on this one? Because Nati's getting the lottery ready. La Loteria. I don't know if she hears me or not, but hopefully she does. If not, we'll come back to it, Mr. Nati. That. So just worry about the that part over there with the loteria. So how many do we have on there right now?
1, 3, 10.
All right, so we have 10 on the loteria. I'm gonna give you about 1 more minute if you want to sign up for the loteria. Go ahead. You know what? Put the link in there one more time. So loteria, I mean, the first 2 games are just for fun. The third game is to win something, and I guarantee you, on that third game, you're gonna want to. It's gonna be a very, very special pour. You know what? Let's get people enticed here. So what it's gonna be is a 2-ounce pour of Heaven Hill 18.
Oh.
I haven't even had this yet. I haven't even popped this bottle open yet. So if you join the loteria on the last one that you're going to win, a 2-ounce pour of this. So join, guys. Let's join the loteria, and I'll give you just a minute more just to join. Hopefully, we have maybe Deanna can actually make a list for us on the other one. If not, we'll just go back to it and do that for this Angels Envy.
Okay.
So that way you don't have to worry about both of them. Oh my, yes, please. B Factor. Are we talking about the pour we're talking about, or are we talking about loteria? I hope you're that excited about loteria, because I know I am. As we're getting that done, let me see if I can do the next for William Hall. 220122. So 220122. Nope. William Hall. Ooh, I like this next one, William Hall. It's 220222. So 220222. Ooh, I like that one. That could have been easily something I would pick. William Hall, we have 221122. So 221122. I was making sure I had that right. I don't want to ever give a wrong one by accident. And then another one, the last one for William Hall is 229922. So 229922. Ooh, we got one more I guess I can do. So Russ L, you're up next in the house. 221212. So 221212. And there we go. Locked out. Perfect timing for Loteria. How many do we have?
15.
We have 15 in the house. Okay, guys, we have 33 watching and 15 playing Loteria. And as I said, this is for. I'll give you one more chance. A 2-ounce pour, Heaven Hill 18 for the winner on the last one. But you have to play. You have to join now because you won't be able to join on after this one. So. Go ahead and if you want, join. I'll give you just a few more seconds as I make this label. Once I make this label, we'll start the loteria.
There you go.
So I'm assuming you played bingo before, just not loteria, huh?
That is correct.
Yeah. So you'll see it. I mean, maybe you have played and you just don't realize that's what it is, but it's a fun game. It brings back a lot of memories for me and Natividad growing up, and how family at that point doesn't become family anymore. I mean, you could easily be stabbed if you try to reach in for that penny.
Yeah, I love it.
Your child, if you lose, you lose.
Yeah, and they didn't care if you were 2 years old, 100 years old. You lose. And the fun thing about it is, there's these people that play loteria like all the time that they could have 8 cards in front of them, and you have only like 2, and you're trying to keep up because the pace goes pretty quickly. We're gonna go pretty quick on it, right? The first one will go kind of slow, but after that, we're gonna go pretty quick. And they could be like, you miss one. Like they know their 8 cards, and they could watch your 2 cards, and they're still way ahead of you.
Wow.
Craziness. I mean, they're like professional loteria players. All right, how many do we have in there? 17. All right, let's go ahead and get it started then. So, well, hold on. I don't have you shown yet. Let me share you.
No, I put you down.
There we go. So here's the loteria.
He says he won already.
Keith P. You can't do that, Keith P, because you get locked out. All right.
El Mundo.
All right. The first one. Sorry about that. El Mundo. My thing got stuck here. So El Mundo is the first one. Go ahead and mark that on your cards. We're gonna go a little slow on this first one, but after this, we're gonna go a lot quicker. All right, next one, draw. La Estrella. Sorry, my thing is really messed up here.
La Sirena.
La Sirena. See, and this is one of those ones that if we didn't do a classical, they take out because she's a little topless there, you know. El Corazón. El Corazón. El Catrín. How are we doing? Anybody getting close here? Remember, this is the lines, the regular ways, up or down lines. El Gorrito. Anybody getting close? So we have Mr. Lopez and who else? Joe B and go on. All right. La Muerte. That's one of those ones that doesn't come out of my mouth as well. El Árbol. The tree. How we doing? Anybody getting close? Remember, this is just the lines. El Pino.
Oh, wait.
What happened?
The winner. Yep.
Who was it?
Mr. Lopez.
Mr. Lopez won the first one. So that's the practice one, guys. So what happens? You have to log in again, don't you?
I have to put new game and then I pick whatever.
Okay. So he's putting a new game.
Just put the link.
So go ahead and put the link out there. If anybody now you guys seen it and not scared anymore, he's gonna put the link one more time. He's gonna start the new one. So this one's gonna be the corners. So it's gonna be the 4 middle, like the inside corners, and then the outside corners. So it's the 2 on the right up there that you see. The 4 corners on the outside and the 3 corners on the inside. So it's corners and inside. So that's what's going to be the next game. Yeah. He's having a little bit difficulty with some of the connection out there. Go slower. I can't keep up. Top dog. Sorry, buddy. That was actually our slow one. We're going to be going a little bit faster after that. That one, Thea, that always wins. Yeah, there's always that Thea. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what we're talking about. That Thea that always wins, you know? It's not these getting.
Of course, Mr. wins.
So I'm gonna see if we can do the next one. For Russ L is not these giving this last one set up. So 2200. Hold on, did I mess that up? No. 22. There we go. I lost it in there. So Dave V's next. Dave V. So Dave V has 226969. 226969. Good guess, Dave V. We have Gandy Road, not Grandy Road, in the house next. 228432. So 228432. Woo woo. Getting me nervous. I always feel like the next one's it. Next one's it. Lance Ortiz in the house. 221022.
19.
And 221062. So 221062. And there we're locked out. All right. Perfect time to play the next one. So we have 19 in the house playing on this one.
Ready?
Let's go ahead and start. Let's keep it about the same pace for Top Dog. I know he was having a little bit of trouble. I'm all good now. An old lady from Bingo Hall is helping me out. Oh, perfect. You need that person. So El Negrito's first one on there. And this is one of those that they talk about that, and it's just the way you say it in Spanish. It's just nothing bad. El Catrin. He's look at how special and spiffy he looks. That's how Sean was dressing around when he was over there at KBF. He was dressed exactly like this.
There you go.
Gandy, how's Gandy? Gandy, wait, we only did 2 cards. You have 3 marked, Gandy. Well, something's going on. Did you have double on the same card? La Rosa. But remember, this is the 4 corners. So it's the outside corners or the 3 inside, the 4 inside middle, the middle cards. So it's the corners of the inside middle. La Rosa. La Estrella. So Sean, now you've seen this one time. Have you ever played this?
I haven't. So now I know that next time when I'm not on, I'm gonna have I'll be ready because my phone's what I'm getting my video through.
Oh yeah. El Alacran. I didn't like the card I had. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
My only goal is to compete with Jesus. That's my only goal.
El Bandolon. Bandolon. You know what? I haven't seen Herc on here tonight. She was excited about playing Loteria tonight. El Gorrito.
Have you been drinking Envy yet?
What was that?
Have you been drinking on the Angels Envy yet?
Oh yeah, I just took my first sip of it. I forgot how good this was.
Oh yeah.
La Mano. Nati's girlfriend, La Mano. La Escalera. How Nati used to sneak out of his girlfriend's house. La Muerte. I remember I was at Foxwood Casino in Connecticut playing bingo with my wife, and I thought I had bingo, and I screamed it, and I didn't. Damn near got killed. Oh yeah, people take it serious. You have to be careful. La Perra. It almost said like the dog. I almost said that like perra. Yeah, perra. La maceta, which my wife has me planting a whole bunch of la macetas mañana aquí en la casa. So, and the lady next to me played my cards for me because I couldn't keep up. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happens. Holy cow. El cantarito. El cantarito. Hopefully it's full of whiskey or wine. Oh, this is El Borracho, which my mom always got mad because I always said, my brother Andrew, El Borracho. El Borracho.
La calavera.
La Calavera. We don't have any winners yet? Man, we're so close. So close. What was Wild Turkey serving at KBF? Just the regular stuff. They didn't have anything special there. I was hoping that they bring out, because they released their 70 year for Russell Reserve. El Melon. El Melon. And I was really hoping they'd play that there, but they never did. They never did. They never released it there.
I would say that was the most disappointing booth there.
Yeah, because they have so many good pours, and they had in like their Russell Reserve 10 year. Their, of course, now I'm not getting anything. Yeah, that's always what happens. La Rana, La Rana. What is it? What do they say? La Rana, like when they're rubbing it. So
Sana colita.
oh yeah, Sana Colita Rana. La Bota. And if Benita's watching, her daughter likes to call it La Puta. La Puta. So La Bota.
Baba Yaga, maybe.
No, we're getting close. So we have, remember, it's the four corners and the inside. La Palma. So, yeah, it was a good time, man. I can't wait till next year. I remember this year seeming like it took forever to come up. La Campana.
We've already got an Airbnb in Bardstown, so I'm ready.
Oh man, I'm staying with you this year. Then you're in Bardstown. I was driving 30 minutes.
We were too. We were in E-Town over in Elizabethtown.
La Rarana.
Got to get Bardstown this year. So as soon as the dates popped, some people are like, "We've got rooms," and I'm like, "I got one."
You're smart man. La Chalupa.
Gandhi says he won.
Gandhi says he won. Let's see.
No, that's a line.
Oh wait, no, Gandhi. Remember, it's not a line, sir. It's not a line. It is the four corners, or the three centers. El Nopal.
And Tom Black was asking what was Wild Turkey serving at KBF.
Yeah.
I mean, I think all they had was their 10 year, and I think maybe their 6 year. I mean, it was all standard shelfer stuff. Where every place else you went, you had an opportunity for an exceptional pour, a KBF exclusive pour. Wild Turkey, the only cool thing they had there were the bags that went on there.
El Gallo. Yeah, I mean, they're the one that, like, there's so much goodness there that you could figure they could do at least a bottle pick for KBF, and they didn't do it last year, and they didn't do it this year. El Mundo. Oh, look at you see a few there like that are very, very close, very, very close.
No, inside corner.
Yeah, remember outside corners, like the four corners of the inside center. But there's a few people that are pretty close. El Apache. I'm bummed that KBF season during the women's NBA season, I'll never be able to go. Why is that? Do you have somebody that's in women's NBA, or just big women's NBA fan? El Pájaro.
Unless you're playing in the game, you can come.
Yeah, I thought I heard somebody scream bingo. I don't know. That's what somebody that.
Oh, wait.
B Factor. Oh, looks like B Factor might have it.
Let's take a look at it. El Mundo.
He had the four corners on the outside.
Yes, El Mundo, yes. El Borracho, yes.
Yeah, there's my brother on there, so he's the automatic winner.
Yes. La Maceta, yes.
Yep. Hey, winner, chicken dinner. All right, B Factor, congratulations. All right, so this next one's a lot of fun. This next one's full card. So this one is the big winner. I'm gonna 2-ounce pour of Heaven Hill 18. 2-ounce pour Heaven Hill 18. As you're getting that set up, I'm gonna do the next numbers here, and then I need to actually do this pour as well. I haven't had the Heaven Hill 18. Have you had it yet?
I have not. I had 20 and I've had 17. I like 17 a lot better than 20. I haven't had the 18. I
didn't have the 20 because that was the corn one. I didn't have that one last year. I'm I'm gonna go ahead and do the next 5 numbers here. Go ahead and not leave that. Put the link in there again. So this is for the win of the 2-ounce pour of the Heaven Hill 18. I haven't even had it, but let me get these next. Lance Ortiz, 222262. Ooh, I like when there's a lot of twos, but my wife made the number, so I'm sure that might not be.
What are your
Huh?
What are your wife's favorite numbers?
Lots of zeros behind a 1. 226262. 25 because of Christmas. So December, Christmas. That's probably a good number for her. Oh, Lance Ortiz, we're missing 2 more from you. So because you did the $20, so you get to choose 2 more. After that, I have Michael Bortner. We don't have any numbers for you. Oh, wait, hold on a second here. Okay, Joe B again, Top Dog, Tamara. Hold on. Deanna's messing with it right now. She's messing with me. No. Oh, okay. Never mind. This is okay. Those are the ones for the end of it. So never mind. All right. So we have 2 more for Lance Ortiz. So Lance Ortiz, if you 2 more numbers for us, and that'd be perfect. Iceman said, "Cheers at Old Fashioned Ways." Cheers, buddy. Cheers. I appreciate you hanging out here. You and Top Dog, thank you for showing that somebody did yell at bingo. So we appreciate you for helping us to have that winner. How are we doing? Are we ready to do this one? Not to that?
Yeah, we have 20.
We have 20, and there's how many? 35 people watching. So 20 with 35 people watching. I'll give you 1 more minute to get in there. And this is for a 2-ounce pour of Heaven Hill 18. Maybe I need to open that bottle and just start pouring it out so they can, really want to join. So this is what it looks like. I haven't even popped this open myself to try. So let's get that out here. And so the winner of this one, and it's full card bingo, which means the full card has to be completely full. And I'm going to give you, as I'm setting this up to pour it, I'm going to give you that amount of time to go ahead and set up. So we have 22 people.
Started now.
I'll give them until I get this open to pour it out. But yep.
Hey, Forbes said he's gonna be bilingual by the end of the night if you're going full card.
Oh yeah, everybody's good. That's the goal. That's the goal, is make everybody bilingual. All right, let's go ahead and pour this puppy out. Let's see. Ooh, very, very nice cork pop there. Let's make sure. Ooh, that's actually a nice color.
That's a nice color.
Look at that beautiful color. Sorry not to be that. You don't get any of this tonight. Maybe after the live. Maybe after the live I'll share with you. I love sharing though. I mean, I love to share. I rather share and share it with people than have it all to myself. What for? What's the point of that?
Now, Doc, you're gonna have to put in for Media Pass next year.
Oh yeah, I need to talk to you about the Media Pass and also about how to go ahead and not to be that. We're gonna get this started, and how to So this one's gonna be kind of quick, guys. This one's gonna be quick. It's a full card. We're gonna not to be that. Is pretty anxious and ready to make this happen here.
All right, here we go.
So here we go. And there's what was the other thing I was going to ask you about? There's one more thing I need to ask you on the side. La Corona. Oh yeah, how to get sample sent to us from distillers? You had some connection for me there.
Okay. Yeah.
La Bandera. I was almost typing La Bandera in here instead of Heaven Hill. El pescado. Or in French, La Poisson. How I love La Poisson. I heard that song this morning. That's why it stuck in my head. El Alacran, the scorpion.
Stephen, you'll have a blast if you go next year with the Media Pass. It just makes it so nice.
El Sol. Yeah, that Media Pass is pretty cool. I mean, So my wife remembers last year, El Estrella, that the Media Pass and the VIP areas were in the same area, but this year they separate them. And, you guys had some good pours in there too.
Yeah, they had a
La Dama
pours from a lot of the different bourbons that were on site, which made it.
I didn't hear the last thing because Nati's going faster than I can even go. El del Grito.
They had a lot of specialty pours in there, and plus every hour they had a different distiller in there, so you could sit down and talk with them about stuff, which makes it really nice for access.
El Catrin. Which number?
I highlighted on this.
Okay, I'll do that one. That's fine. El Cotorro. El Cotorro. Yeah, and it was pretty cool because in the VIP area they do have some special pours. They have the master distillers go in there and pour out también. I said también.
También.
My Spanish came out of me. I apologize. El Calavera. And so that was, but it was pretty cool because you guys got different pours than we did too, So it was nice to see that in your area. La Rana.
You want to just talk about
What? No, I'll just say them out because I want to make sure that people have the option. I think I'm gonna do a pour of this later tonight. La Maceta.
He gave me one of the goodie bags from the VIP section. That was killer. The Glen Colder, that was freaking awesome.
Yeah, El Negrito. El Gallo. Yes. So you got to see the VIP section. Actually, I'm glad you talked about that because I do want to give away something from those bags. I have a few things I'm gonna give away. El Valiente, El Barril. Where's my hold on. So this is for El Pino. El Camarón. This is when my fingers start typing bad now.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
El Músico.
El Musico. Hold on one second. Let me.
La Araya.
I need to mark these out real quick. Okay. So I'm glad you said that. So there are some cool stuff in those bags. El Alpa. So I'm gonna pull out some of the things that I have here. And you know what? Whoever wins this gets to win this stuff with this bag.
Cool.
I'm gonna send this as well.
No.
So
Bourbon had a line, so we're doing full card.
yeah. Remember, it's a full card. It's not a line. It's a full card. So it's full total blackout on the card. El Bandolon. So Heaven Hill 18. You're gonna win Kentucky Bourbon Festival. This is their official pen.
There you go.
Pen. Pretty cool pen. I'll when we go large, I'll kind of show it again. El Paraguay, the umbrella. They also had a pretty cool coin, and I'll show that. I'll show that as well. Some glasses were in mine, but I think it's because we just picked these up from New Riff. La Sandia, La Rosa. Yeah, I know Nati's going pretty quick, but this is how we used to do it when we were young. And imagine you trying to be a kid, trying to keep up with this with one or two cards, La Palma. And the lady next to you was able to keep up with her cards and your cards as well.
I'm gonna go 3 cards. The face that we
Night, Top Dog.
Yeah. Oh, Top Dog, you're out of here. Top Dog, good night. Top Dog, you have a good one. La Muerte. Full card. I'm going to be bilingual tonight for sure. That's for sure. La Chalupa. La Escalera.
We go faster than that.
Yeah. I can smell it from here. What are you smelling from here? Everything smells so good. La Garza. Very common Hispanic name as well.
Oh, wait. Dot's almost there.
Who are we doing? Who are we doing? I'm planning on going to KBF and Media Pass next year also. Good. I hope you do. It's a lot of fun if you get to go. El Cantarito.
El Apache.
El Apache.
Cajun almost there.
Oh, Deanna, yeah, she told me to do that. Tambor. I think I missed the one before that. Sorry about that.
That almost there. Breaking Cajun almost there.
Let me see. El Pajarito.
El
Pájaro. So.
Dot almost there, 2 away.
Man, 2 away. Dot. El Mundo. I'm a little bit more muscular than that guy is, but pretty close to what I look like without a shirt. El Mano, Nati's girlfriend. We got a few people. Got a few people. La Bota, or as my goddaughter Selena likes to say, La Puta. El Borracho, my brother. Somebody gonna win with that one? Somebody win with my brother.
Oh, Keith P, 1 away.
Keith P. One away.
El Venado.
El Venado. El Venado. When is deer hunting season? That's coming up pretty quick. Oh, some Keith P. Keith P claims he won.
Let's see.
It's bow season already here.
Yeah.
I've never been hunting. It's always something I wanted to do at least once in my lifetime, but I haven't been there yet.
Okay.
Not to be that's double checking everything to make sure.
Yes, those came out. Yes. Yeah, either one.
Winner, chicken dinner. So winner is Keith P.
Congratulations, Keith.
Hold on a second here, Keith P. I'm gonna put you in here. So Keith P, let's congratulations. That was, hope you guys like that. I always have fun with Loteria. Loteria is so much fun to me.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna stop sharing it now. All right. So let's talk about. So not only did you win Heaven Hill 18, you also won the Bourbon Festival official pen. Look at that. Look at that pretty thing.
A great pen.
Very pretty. Very
Yeah.
pretty. And it comes in such a nice little thing here as well. I'm also since these were in that bag, you're gonna get some new riff glasses. You know, very fancy. Let me model those for you. How's that look? You know,
Fabulous.
fabulous.
Almost,
So
almost
used now, used glasses. I don't know if they're worth more or worth less.
slightly.
Slightly used, and this wonderful
It's like
coin. You know, oh, let me bring it back so you can see it better because the lighting. It's actually a pretty heavy coin. I
Yeah.
haven't taken it out yet. So it's a Bourbon Festival coin. We'll throw that in there as well. And I know these were in there as well. I have them on the side here. Glen Cairns from the Bourbon Festival. Look at these beautiful babies.
That is an awesome little carrier too.
Yep. I love it. And you know, so I had thoughts about, should I share it? Yeah, I'm gonna share it. You know, I like to share. So
Yeah.
not only did you win Heaven Hill 2-ounce pour Heaven Hill 18, but you won all this fun stuff too. And I'm gonna throw it in the bag that it came in. So when I pack that out to you, Keith P, you get all that fun stuff. I have my my enthusiast thing in there. But I'll take that out. You don't need that, but I'll put everything else in here and get that out to you. So congratulations. Glad you, Keith P, Mr. Keith P, won in the house here, and we'll get these out to you. How's all that sound? Oops, I just dropped the coin in there. So, all right. Let's go ahead and put that to the side. And Keith P won that. So, what should be? Oh, let me do the numbers. I think we have. I have to repeat a number because somehow we accidentally did something, and my daughter Deanna is really good at catching it. So we have B factor. We have to go up to B factor. We run this number because we did something wrong. So it's 223476. So 223476. And Lance Ortiz. We're still missing 2 for Lance Ortiz. So those are the last 2 that we have for tonight. Anyways, is Lance Ortiz there. So what are we going to make our last few pours? What do you want to make them?
Well, we got to do the drawing for Angel Envy.
Oh, we haven't even done that?
Nope.
Okay, not to be that.
Hashtag what?
You know what? We already did hashtag for it, but let's just do it again. Let's just start. Sorry, guys.
Hashtag Angel. You guys already did it.
Hashtag Angel. If you did it, just do it again. We're going to do it right now just because we're having too much fun. And we just want to start it again. So hashtag Angel. Hashtag Angel. Put that in there. Even if you did it before, just put it in again, please. Keith P, you're welcome, sir. I like you win a lot, and I appreciate you for always being here and hanging out with us. Always a good time. Bitcoin is the best coin, and it's just 12 random words to memorize. Coin AMD is just 12 random words to memorize. Okay. Bitcoin, they say that's going to go to the moon. They said that Bitcoin is going to go to the moon. So lots of good times here. So after that, what kind of pour do you want to have?
Did you get the 117 series finished in rum?
I have it. I didn't get it there, but I do have it.
You want to do that?
Yeah, that sounds like a fun plan to me.
Pour for the night. That'll be pour number 8 for us.
I don't count, so my wife doesn't count. We can't say that out loud.
I use fresh blends every time. That's the only reason I'm able to keep up.
All right. After that, I'm gonna do a different pour just for the fun of it. But let me get that. Let me get that one out. So it's the rum finish, you said, right?
Yeah.
I never got to go in. So you got that in the evergreen tent.
The evergreen tent? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to go in there. I never went. I never made it in there. Like that's one of the places I never made it in. And I know you got this in there. And I saw your video where you're in there. There's actually a lot of good stuff in there.
They had a lot of good stuff in there. Milam and Green, like I said, I got to meet everybody from Milam and Green in there. You know, Marlene, Heather, Rick. The master distiller was in there from Lucky 7 stuff. Got a few signed bottles from that.
I got the Milam Green one. This will be probably one of my last pours. Then I might do one more pour afterwards. The Lucky 7. Which Lucky 7? I didn't know what. I don't think I passed by Lucky 7 when I was there.
I got the Lucky 7, the hold up, and I got Lucky 7, the Frenchman.
Ooh.
And the Frenchman was an Evergreen Liquors pick.
Nice. The only Lucky 7 I have, I want to say it was Dave Vogel sent that to me. I have that Lucky 7 here that Dave Vogel sent me. I don't think I've ever had any other Lucky 7 than that.
Dave Vogel saying does a great job of finding some great bottles there.
So the only Milam Green I've had is the 86 proof, just okay. Yeah, this one is actually one that they had there. And let me explain this one to you. There's a lot of information on this one. It's 59 ABV. It's their unabridged bourbon volume number 3. But check this out. So Milam Green's actually doing something different. They're actually getting from a lot of different areas. They actually distill in Texas, but they also distill in Kentucky, from what I understand from them.
Yep.
So they have 4 casks of 10-year Kentucky bourbon whiskey, 13 casks, and this is the mix for this bottle, right? 13 casks, 9-year Kentucky bourbon whiskey, 7 casks, 6-year Kentucky bourbon whiskey, 5 casks, 4-year Texas bourbon whiskey with malted rye, 5 casks, 4-year Tennessee bourbon whiskey, 15 casks, 3.5-year Kentucky bourbon whiskey with malted rye. That's all in this one bottle. It was such a good pour that day. And the master distillers, a female master distiller, unfortunately my head doesn't remember her name right now, but holy cow, she was super nice. The pour was super good. I ended up buying a bottle. That was actually the last bottle I bought over there.
So would you? It was either Heather or Marlene.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to get. Okay. Well, just whatever she has.
I got everything.
Okay. And the only thing is, Lance Ortiz, we still have 2 picks for you, Lance Ortiz. If you're still in here, you know, at the 4 numbers that we need for you, we need 2 4-digit codes for you. So I've never had this one. The only other rum finish I've ever had is the one that I was super disappointed with was the Master's Keep from last year.
Okay.
They said that I should go back to because it opens up really well, but I haven't had that yet. But I mean, this one actually you smell that rum on it this time. That smells good. That smells better than what I've had before.
Savor type of note to it.
Let me cleanse my palate before I go into this one.
Smells like it's gonna be light, but then it's quick in the air. Ooh, wait.
Oh, Deanna, look at Mr. Zethro. He said check Venmo. We might have missed him in there, so make sure you check that, please. That does have a good nose on it, though.
Yeah. Kind of a refreshing nose on there too.
First tough, and it gets like smooth.
That's like hold on. It tastes like a candy to me, like a fruit roll up almost. Like
That's one messed up fruit roll up.
yeah, it's a messed up fruit roll up, but it's like it's very different. Like it's candy. It's almost a candy taste to me.
No, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, there's a sweetness.
You said the nose kind of reminds me of like a butter rum lifesaver.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, okay.
Then I get the fruitiness on it as well.
Yeah, that fruity just hits my tongue. It's like, and it's funny because most of the time, like when you coat your tongue, it kind of coats it this way, right? Like you kind of just feel it kind of go over the tongue. This one feels like it's rolling on my tongue.
Yeah.
Like it's rolling to the back of my mouth, which is interesting. I've never had that kind of sensation like that before. Yeah, I can't say that out loud. Wow. Okay. It's a little bit drying on the tongue as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit of. Is there weed in here? It tastes a little weedy.
I don't know if there is a weed in this.
It tastes, for some reason, I get a little bit of a wheat taste in there.
But it does dry a bit on the tongue.
Yeah. It covers the tip in the mid palate. Not so much of the back. A little bit of dryness through the top of the palate as well. But that it's just weird because it just feels like this one's like it's rolling out a carpet in my mouth. That it's just different. That's actually different the way it kind of just hits the palate and it kind of evolves around on the tongue on me. So are we gonna do
it doesn't remind me of an Old Forester product though.
No, it doesn't. Not like if. No, what though? Hold on there. Now we said that there's like right now there's like a banana hint that I'm getting that's stuck in my mouth. Now I'm tasting banana, which reminds me more of like a
brown product.
Yeah, not so much an Old Forester. That's interesting. Yeah, because there's that kind of like almost artificial banana taste that just kind of lingering there.
Kind of like the Runts candy.
Yes, that's a good way to describe that. Can you believe I've done so many samples? I'm out of sample bottles. I have to open up a new box.
There you go.
That means it's been a good night when that happens, huh?
There you go.
So on this one, do you want to do first and last place with me? I do first, you do last, or vice versa?
I'm game.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll tell you what. I'll put something different on here. Something we didn't pick up at KBF. If you'll do the Old Forester, I'll do a Bardstown Disco 12.
Oh, that's a good pour. I'll do that. I'll do the Old Forester. You do that one because that's such a good pour. Oh yeah.
So we'll do the drawing, and then we can do the Old Forester Bardstown, and then my wife's telling me I love her.
I hear you. I appreciate you hanging out so long. Normally we're off way before this, but we're trying to help fill in for Matt's time that we normally get to hang out with him at this point in time.
Nana's waiting for you to share your screen so she can start the race.
Oh, we have a race ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start the last race. Let me see. Here we go. So this was what's this one?
Angels Envy race.
Thank you for helping me remember. Angels Envy race. So here we go. Here's the Angels Envy race. So look at that. Somebody's asking how that wine finishes, Dave.
You're sharing Nana's screen?
He's got the Silver Oak one, I think he's drinking on.
No, it's her screen.
Look, you can see the back of your
Oh, wait, why is she there? Wait, hold on.
No.
There we go. There we go. You're seeing my daughter's screen, and she's in my living room right now. She's not in the back room with me. All right, let's go ahead and run that one, Deanna. Go ahead and run that. Make sure to silence it. There you go. Smart girl. Appreciate you. Oh, and she's running happy people. Except that one in front don't look so happy.
That's funny.
Tom Black, you don't look so happy there. What's going on there, sir? You know what? I don't know. I can't remember if I did I don't think I did a KBF haul. I don't think I've done that yet.
Once you get all your stuff, you need to do a haul because you've got some freaking killer bottles.
I do. I need to see, what comes in. Saw the Silver Oak for $119 the other day, but grabbed the Disco 12. You probably did a better I don't know. Those are so. What would you pick if you had to choose between the 12 and the Silver Oak? What would you choose?
12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to compare those side to side. I really did like the Silver Oak, but the Disco 12, I've only had a small sip of it, and I remember it being really good, but I don't remember. I don't remember it well enough to say I can compare the two. You know.
And I'm going
How
off
is
the
it?
I had at KBF.
Before I forget, so few things. So I do have tomorrow is our first round one of the Texas Best Whiskey period. So it's me, Whiskey Shaman, Drinking Buddy, and Bourbon Jerk. We're doing a Texas blind where we send each other 4 blinds, and we're picking the best Texas whiskey. So round one comes out tomorrow. It starts at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. So it's going to be, I believe it's going to be Drinking Buddy first. 22 seconds left to go. And then I think it's Whiskey Shaman, and then I think it's Bourbon Jerk, and then me. So we're doing it 15 minutes apart so we can each show our videos and then kind of promote to the next person and pass on. No. It's a video that's already done, but it's going to be cool. We got 9 seconds left here. 9 seconds left here. But it's our first round, and we've been working on this for a little while, but it's the first time we're able to get everything together. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun to choose out. Dollar Bill in the house. All right, hold on. Let me type out their name on here real quick. And this is for Old Forester 117 series rum. What was that?
That was Angel Envy, Doc.
No. We did that. Was that the Angels or that's the Old Forester?
It was the Angel.
Oh, I'm so glad you're keeping up with me because I was already typing in the next one.
That's all right.
So Angels, Envy,
Bardstown.
KBF. Okay, so first place was Dollar Bill.
Dollar Bill.
And then last place for that one? Who do you have? Deanna. Last place. The Bloody 81.
Deuce.
All right, guys. I know you guys have won with me before, but make sure to please fill out that form for me. It makes it just easier for me to get it out to you. So the next one we're going to do is Old Forester, the 117 series.
I want to do hashtag Old Town.
Hashtag Old Town.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Let me take this off a screen here. And that's for the Old Forester. Are we doing first place Old Forester, second and last place yours, or vice versa, or what do you want to do?
Better decide what they want.
Okay, so first and last place, and the winner decides if they want the Old Forester, and then or what was the Bardstown 12?
Yep, Disco
12.
Right.
Old Town. That makes sense. That's why you chose Old Town. I was kind of trying to figure that one out in my head. And then let me see. Do we have any supers that I need to do right now? Did we ever get those last 2 numbers? Nope. Lance Ortiz hasn't given us the last 2 numbers. We still need 2 numbers from Lance Ortiz. I don't think he's in here. Maybe he got out already, but we'll see. Old Town. First place gets to choose between Old Forester 117 and I'm already forgetting.
Bardstown Disco 12.
Bardstown Disco 11, which is a great part too.
Disco 12.
Disco 12. I don't know if I know I've had 10. I know I've had 12. I don't know if I ever had 11.
11 and 12 are both very good.
I remember 10 being a little bit disappointing. I remember 12 being like, okay, this is what I remember them being, and then I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't think I've had the middle one. I don't think I've had that one yet.
I think 12's better than 11, but you're cutting hairs there.
Yeah, and I like when you're cutting hairs. You know.
But you see, I got a big problem with that. So.
I like that.
And the nose on that Disco 12, I could just stay on forever. That's fantastic.
Oh no, no. So the reason I don't get to try a lot of them, they don't get down here. They don't reach down here because price point. So what happens at a lot of these stores is if they don't sell the last one, they don't get the new one, right? And with the
Oh.
price point on that, we don't get a lot of them, unfortunately.
They are very proud of their stuff, but it is hard to keep up with the collection when you're spending $180 on them.
Yeah, exactly. So it's so a lot of times people down here, they're not getting it, so we don't get the next collection. Like the other one that's also that I enjoy is Barrel. Barrel products I like their products, and they're actually my favorite. You were talking about frozen drinks earlier. They're my favorite frozen drinks from earlier, from Kentucky Bourbon Festival. And it's nice because they'll put a little drizzle on top of it of any of the pours they have there as well.
Little floater on there.
Oh yeah, I love that floater that they put on it, and but there's just so many, and if you're not paying attention, you don't know the difference because you see like 6 bottles in a row, but you don't realize that 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. At least they changed their label so you can actually see it a little bit better now, and you can see the difference. But that's the thing is, if you don't sell out the last one, they're not bringing the new one. So a lot of times I don't get the new ones of those either. Because I like using their New Year's one as well. I like to make a drink out of it, and I didn't get to make one of this last one because the New Year's never hit down here.
Wow. That's one of the bottles that I had at the beginning of the year. I said I have to find this year because I had trouble finding them too.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, Redwood Empire.
Yes.
Did a new drop. A new one of their series that I can't remember what the name of it is. Shane was telling me that he got it today. Yesterday. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like that special series they have?
Yeah, I know they're special, like the Foggy Burl and all that stuff.
Yeah, there's a new one that just came out, and I know you helped me acquire the last 3 of them.
Yeah.
So if you happen to find another one, let me know.
I will. I'm going to actually be at that store that I find a lot of my stuff at tomorrow. So they actually, I've got my Hirsch pick for the purple top, and they've got a Hirsch pick of the Heaven Hill juice that I'll be doing a comparison on. And they usually get some killer bottles at the bottle shop, so I'll be looking there tomorrow.
Cool. Deanna, check Venmo. I got a text from Venmo. Here, Barrel 30 sitting here too. Yeah, that's funny because I think they're on like number 36 now. I think it's the new one, where they changed the labels. So you see Barrel 33 sitting everywhere, but if they didn't get the new one, it's funny. In one of the stores I go to, it's in a small little area. I actually got bottle 22 from them, and they had it on sale. So that was pretty cool that I got bottle 22 from them. But that's we're on 30 at that time. I think we were on like 34, and I was getting bottle. They had bottle 22 on the shelf because that's the last bottle they had there because that small store wasn't selling them.
So Steve said Van Dusen is the Redwood.
Oh, Van Dusen. Okay.
And I guess
what is it? Was it a wheat? I think was that what they had told me it was? Oops, I lost it. Where's the Van Dusen? There we go. Do you remember what the Van Dusen was?
I do not.
I'm trying to put it on there. So Steve, if you know what the Van Dusen was, it won't let me highlight his damn thing. Okay, it's highlighted on my end, but it doesn't show on the screen.
Okay.
I'm so weird. Let me put it on there again. But yeah, if you know what the Van Dusen is, like what's this? Like what is it?
Rye.
Oh, is that what it is? Nice.
We could do some rye.
Yeah, Nati's having a little bit of issues with connection back here all of a sudden, so he's taking a little bit longer to get these ready. As we do that last one, I'm gonna do one last pour. I'm gonna do one last pour here tonight for myself. I know you're done with your pours, but I'm gonna do one last one as we get this one going. And I think we have somebody did a Venmo, so we'll do those last picks, and then what we'll do is don't forget the bottle given away tonight. We're giving away a bottle of 4 Roses, the KBF pick. And I think I still have the picture up here. Let me see. Is this it? Nope. Hold on. Sorry about that. What did I do? Not that I put you on here for some reason.
What?
Your ugly face was on there.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Hold on. Let me. Eventually, I'll get this right. Here we go. All right, and then also 2-ounce samples of these, which is the Little Book Infinite, the Parker's Heritage 14-year, Old Fitz 13-year, and the Cellar Age 2024. I haven't opened any of those, so those are I'll give up for those as well. So those are for the $5 super chat. That's between that and this bottle here. So first one winner will get to choose which one they want. If they want this bottle of Four Roses single barrel, it is OBSV selected by Distiller Rose for KBF. It comes in at 60.4 proof ABV. Warehouse CN, barrel number 78-4B. So a lot of information there.
So
Apparently,
bourbon last hashtag Old Town.
Yeah. Put in hashtag Old Town. Hashtag Old Town. And this is for a chance to win Old Fashioned 117 rum finish, or what do you have for me?
Bardstown 12.
Bardstown Discovery 12. I think we have that going already. Is that what you have up there for me? All right, here we go.
Well, two. I was gonna say two last ones. Nana has it.
Yeah, she's up there. So
Yeah, I had like 25 or 26, but
all right, I know what we're finishing with now. I grab what we're finishing with. All right, let's go ahead and run this race.
yeah, I get it.
Got 222 going here.
There's a Mike Brock. Oh, okay, too late.
Yeah, too late. Sorry, bud. Too late. We're going ahead and run this. Mr. Sean, I appreciate you hanging out with me, buddy. It was a good time. I had a great time hanging out with you at KBF. Good time seeing you in person. Just, thank you for getting me invited to Larnakin's after party, getting to try their drinks there. Plus, what were their sausages called again?
Snags. We were snagging some snags.
We're snagging some nags, or what was it?
Snags.
Yeah, apparently. But you know what? The last one's gonna be fun because the last one's a hazmat that we're gonna be pouring out here.
Woo.
Of course. So, what do you think it is? You remember Nulu had their hazmat there?
Yep, the 140 proof hazmats.
Yep, that's my last one for the night.
There you go. That'll be a good one.
That'll be a good one.
That one might just right over the edge. You're like teetering, and that one might put you over the edge.
Yep. And then after this, I think Nati and I will go out and have a cigar. We'll do the last races for the super chat, and then we'll have a cigar and just kind of chill.
Sounds like a good night.
Oh, it does. Last time my cigar was with him. It was a good time. We sat out there. He gave us some very heavy pours for the night. I actually think I'm going to do the Mongolian with the pour tonight. Just as I said, this feels like that could be a good cigar pour,
You know what? I was actually going to say, are you going to play out there with a Mongolian? Because that's one you could explore for a while.
Yep, I need to explore that. I'm definitely going to explore it with less drinks in my system. But it is a good pour, and I definitely want to enjoy it a little bit,
There you go. I'll tell you one of the ones that was a lot of fun too, that we didn't even talk about tonight, was Peerless.
100%. 22 seconds left here on this end. Peerless was a good one.
So that'll have to go into our rye blind for the KBFs, because the ryes were killer this year. So they've got double oaked rye that we'll have to put in a blind until we do that one together.
Yep. Mr. Lopez was in the lead for a second. I also, since we're talking about barrel, I did pick up the barrel KBF. I do like their picks, so I did pick up that one as well. What? No, what happened to the race?
Uh-oh. Somebody won, I hope. He discontinued the race. Hey, Jen. Night, Dave. Thank you so much. I don't know where everybody else is at. Are you guys just seeing my sad face out here? That'd be a horrible way to finish your night. Just letting you know that. Who won? Oh, man. Did they lose power? Did I get kicked off? I don't even know. Congrats, Mr. Lopez. Hi, Jan. Can anybody else see me, or am I the only one on anymore? Guess it's just me tonight. Well, guys, I don't know what happened to Doc. I don't know if they got disconnected, power went out. I don't know. I'm sure Doc will have the winners for us. I'm sure he's probably trying to boot it up for us. Regardless, let him know if you're the winner, if you want the Disco 12 or the Old Forester 117. Michael, I see you, brother. Thank you. Maybe he's not back. There you go.
I am back. No, it's the craziest thing that just happened right now.
We all
My computer was not plugged in for some reason, and it died. My daughter's computer, who was running the race, died at that second as well.
Oh my gosh.
And then not the my monkey over there, his computer froze at the same time. So wow. What's the probability? I think that's that second moon that's starting, you know. That starts in 2 days. It's just messing with us because holy cow, that was fun. That was crazy. I was like, what happened? Why did everything shut down at the same time, you know? Wow. Okay. Well, that's, you know.
The buddy wants us to send him the D12.
All right, hold on one second. I'm gonna take all these things off of here. Let's finish what we're doing and go from there. Okay, so hold on.
Take care of you anyways, brother. See, you're good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. That was just craziness. We were like all looking at each other like, what just happened? What just happened?
Am I the only one here anymore?
You were for a second, you know. You're back, right? We're all here.
Yeah.
Can you see me? Wait, are we on there or is he here? Am I on there with them?
I see a delay, but hold on. Yeah, you're on.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's get the last part of this done before we get hung up on again, Sean. Okay, here we go. So the winners for that, which we don't have proof anymore.
Take our word for it.
You're gonna have to take our word for it because she was able to plug in her computer and get it back on. Oh wait, are we on there anymore? What is going on?
You could share my screen.
You can share
It's
her
still
screen.
there.
Okay, but are we still on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Share my screen.
Here we go. I'm gonna share your screen. All right. So this is the first place winner. You still there, Sean? Can you see us?
Yep.
All right. That is craziness. So this is for Old Forester or the Disco 12. So the first person gets to choose which one they want, and that who was first? Bloody 81.
He said D12.
What did you want?
The D12.
So Bloody 81 wants the Disco 12.
I got Jesus.
All right. So who's last place here?
ASMR. No, wait. She hasn't.
25th. Baba Yaga. Hey, Baba Yaga. I believe you won earlier. And you're going to get the Old Forester. So let me put here Disco and OF. All right.
Jesus.
Wow.
Jesus for the Disco 12, Raging Cajun for the 3-quart and the Hemingway.
There you go. All right. This is the last free race of the night, right? It's going to be the Nulu Hazmat. Last pour for the night. Then we're going to do the cash. Wait. I can do the last two. They were on here. So Lance already gave us the last two numbers. So these are the last two numbers for the night for the for a chance to win the Wild Turkey 12 year. So I have 221206. So 221206. And then 220115.
Night, Jen.
220115. Jen, good night, Jen. Thanks for hanging out with us so long. We're closing up here. We were supposed to be done. We were supposed to be, but hey, you know what?
Man.
Who else is out? You said.
Now this is Sean. I'm gonna roll out, brother. I love you, man.
Yeah, appreciate you. I'm gonna do the last pour, the last things, and that's it for tonight. Sean, thank you for hanging out with me, buddy. I'll get these finished off, and we're getting off for the night. I'm gonna go have a cigar and just kind of chill out for the rest of the night.
You have a great night, brother. It was a lot of fun at KBF. Can't wait till next year. We got a ride blind upcoming.
And when I hit my 2,222, you're gonna be joining me for that live, I'm sure, right?
I cannot wait.
I can't wait either, sir. Appreciate it. You have a good night. Be careful. Appreciate you.
Thank you, brother. Take it easy, y'all.
All right. You have a good one. All right. Let's finish off what we have for the night here. And let me open this hazmat, which is going to make me use my teeth. Yeah. My mom would be mad if she paid for any braces for me, but she didn't. So no problem there. All right. Last part of the night. Hashtag hazmat. Let's go ahead and do that. After that, we're gonna run the 2 races for the 4 Roses bottle and for the 2-ounce pours. Ooh, man, they've been all great bottle pops tonight. All great bottle pops tonight. Give myself just a small pour of this because I plan to have some of that Mongolian finished red line after I get offline to have smoke. Yep. Give Natty a little bit extra, right? I'm just joking. Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
I'm also so this is for the hazmat. So hashtag hazmat. I'm also gonna just open this up. If anybody wants to jump on for the last 5 minutes here, you're welcome to jump on. I'm gonna put that there. It's gonna be in the description there. So if you guys anybody want to jump on with me for just the last 5 minutes, go ahead. I'm gonna get these pours ready as well, and then we'll run the 2 last races for the 4 Roses and for those 2-ounce samples. Ooh, almost knocked that bottle down. That wouldn't have been good, huh? All right, so here we go. How funny is that I forgot to put that plug in the computer. All right, so what do we have going on here on the side here? Okay, just me there. All right, guys. So coming down to the end of tonight, I appreciate you guys for hanging out. We got some crazy hazmat going into these pours here.
Yeah, I can't.
News about whiskey. How's everybody doing? Sadly, I just got here at the end. Yep, it's the end of it. But hey, you still have a chance to win a pour of hazmat. So if you want, put in the hashtag hazmat and with a chance to win. Glad to see you here. New name to the channel, but I appreciate you coming to hang out with us here at the end. It's always fun.
Yeah, the end is always a fun part.
The end. Yeah, I mean, after this, we're gonna have me and not to be that and I are gonna go have a pour. I mean, we're also going to do a smoke and have some fun there. Is that you right there, not to be that you joined?
Oh, not yet, 'cause
Somebody put a join. What is that for? I think maybe not maybe Deanna did it.
maybe yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and share this one. What is this one for though that she has? Deanna, which one? What do you have it for? They're still putting hazmat in the thing, so I don't know which one you have for. Love Nulu, just pricey. How bad? How bad was the hazmat? I actually think it was just like their normal pricing. It wasn't anything outrageous. It wasn't anything over what they normally charge. So I actually don't know what the exact price was, so I couldn't tell you for sure. But I remember it not being like anything like outrageous at the time either. But it was something I got to try there, and it was actually a really good pour. It didn't burn like a hazmat does. It was actually very easy to taste. And here I go. Of course, there I had already had some pours before that. Same thing as tonight. So I'm going for that and see what it tastes like. Actually, I mean, it doesn't even on the nose. It's actually kind of sweet.
On the nose is okay, but I haven't tasted
It hasn't, it doesn't like hit you pretty hard on the nose, so it doesn't smell like a hazmat either. A little spicy on the nose. Ooh, little medicinal on the mouth. No, it's funny. What was that taste? There was an interesting taste at the end there. Wow. Okay. Very, very different. So it's a single barrel straight bourbon whiskey. Doesn't taste like bourbon to me. It tastes very corn. Tastes like a corn, but it tastes like some medicinal. It's kind of medicinal cherry, like almost like a cherry cough drop at the end there. Very different. I'm trying to figure out. There's a taste at the end there. I'm trying to like. It's funny. I almost want to call it like a cucumber, almost like a cucumber. Have you tasted it? Not to be done. I know you're busy trying to get stuff going, like trying to get this going here, but there's a weird kind of like a green taste to the end, and I'm going to call that as a cucumber, and so that's actually something kind of a little different. Ooh, I almost knocked the Wild Turkey 12 off the table. There we go.
You do?
What was the race you're doing though?
I could finish up the hashtag.
Okay, so we're finishing up those hashtag.
Nana has the hashtag.
Fresh jalapeno meat. Not quite that, but yeah, it is definitely different.
Okay, I think there is a grassy or weedy type of
There is like it is grassy, but it's kind of greenish, right?
greenish, yeah.
But for some reason it tastes like that's what it tastes like. A cucumber martini, kind of like a weird cucumber martini taste at the end. I don't think I've ever had that as a taste before. It's funny because it's just at the end. It's just like what lingers on at the end in my palate. That is, but you know what? We've had plenty of other pours tonight. That I mean, that could be just
like peel.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is right. I don't remember that night. So that's the first time I actually used that as a description. So hey, I know somebody else says that they had the new little hazmat that they really liked. Do you kind of get that on there? Proof on this is exactly 140.0. 140.0. It's aged 6 years, 3 months. It's Kentucky barrel KY164, and it's Nula single barrel straight bourbon whiskey. Here, I'll put it up there, see if you guys can see it a little bit better. There we go. Give you a chance to check that out. I like Nulu. I like a lot of their stuff that they're doing. I don't get a lot of Nulu because they just have so many different like finishes, and it's hard to figure out, okay, which one do I want to get? They are a little bit on the pricier side as well, but the Nulus I have enjoyed. So I mean, it's been a fun time. Alrighty, so I think we're ready to show this one, to run this one as well. There it is on screen. She'll kind of scan up through it and just let you know the last part of it. After this, we are doing the last part of the to give away the bottle and to give away those 2-ounce samples. Winner will get to choose what they want, and then the second place will get the other one. But I mean, both of them are great, great stuff. I'll mention what they are again right before we do them. But that was for the super chat. We're done with super chat, so we're no more super chat for tonight as well. Go ahead and Deanna, go ahead and run that for us. Carlos, I didn't drown. I hope that's a good thing. I mean, I'm glad you didn't drown, but what was going on there that you could have drowned? When we do the super chats, we're just going to do them for 122. We're not going to do it for 222. Nadia and I think want to have some food, want to have a drink, and I want to have a smoke. I also know my daughter HRH is here, so I want to go hang out with HRH for a little while before it gets too late as well. She drove all the way. She drove all the way from San Antonio just to be here tonight. So I would like to spend a little bit of time with her as well. So appreciate you, Deanna, for always helping me out in the background. My monkey over here, Natividad, hanging out with us and also hanging out with us in the background, making life easier. Iceman, always appreciate you trying to help us get to the point where we can actually do a lot of this easier. But I like the fact that it didn't work tonight because we had to make Natividad work for his drinks, and he got a lot of good pours tonight. I mean, some good pours. Is it the internet or is it you, Natividad? Is it you? So once again, this is for the Nulu Hazmat 140 proof, 140 exactly. We got 1 minute and 10 seconds left on this. Let me see. Did nobody join? I'll give you one last chance. Add guest. Let me get a copy link here, and just a few more minutes on here. But if anybody wants to join, just to hang out for the last 2 minutes, you're welcome to. Let's see. I'm pimping those unicorn farts in this one. There you go. I mean, how many people do we have on here? There's only 33 watching, but how many people are on the race here? It looks like a lot less than that, but I'm pimping those unicorn farts in this one. That's pretty cool. How do unicorns fart? Do they fart glitter? Does it smell like roses or candy? Pop? I would think it would smell like
Candy corn and rainbows.
Candy corn and rainbows. I wasn't actually thinking that. I was actually thinking cotton candy. Cotton candy, sweet and low. Yep. All right, we got 10 seconds left here. 10 seconds. Ooh, it's freezing on my side. Come on, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Dorothy. Hey, Dorothy. That's a new name that I haven't seen win one before. So, Dorothy, I appreciate you coming on. Congratulations. Let me write this down real quick before we. And this is for new. Oops. Why did I do that? Hold on, my thing won't let me do it. All right. Nulu Hazmat. And so Dorothy. Congratulations for winning first. Let's see who's last place here. Number 22, dollar bill. Are you a $22 bill? Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Remember, in the chat, in the comments up above, there is a link. Make sure you fill out that form for me because that way I can get this out to you. If you don't, I don't have a way of doing that. So make sure comments. There's something pinned at the top. It's a simple form to fill out. Just gives me information so that I can help get these out to you. Hey, better late than never. I always say that. It's never too late. Just what is it called? When somebody walks in late and it's like kind of planned. So woohoo, the wife comes in clutch. Yep, always. All right, let's get the last two going. We got the last two. So we have, let's talk about this. This is for Super Chat. Super Chat's closed now. So Super Chat has a chance to win a bottle of the Four Roses Kentucky Bourbon. It's a single barrel strength, 60.4 proof. Kentucky Bourbon Festival selected for just that. And the other one, let me see, do I still have it on here? Do I not have it on here anymore? Nope. Hold on. Let me share my screen so I can show you what the other one is. I lost it when we went black. Let me see. Where is that one? I must have missed it somewhere here. Hold on. Here we go. Let me share this with you. So the other one is 2-ounce samples. There you go. 2-ounce samples of Little Book Infinite. 2-ounce samples of Parker Heritage 14-year. 2-ounce samples of Old Fitz and 2-ounce sample of Cellar Age 2024. All these were bottles picked up at KBF, and that's why I'm sharing them with you. So we're going to run these. So the winner gets to choose the first one. And you know what? We'll do one race for both of them, first and last place. So first place gets to choose what they want, the bottle or the samples. Last place gets the second winnings. Both of these are just big winners. I mean, these are just great things to win. So there you go. Let me see. So we have the stream here, right here. Oh wait, why do we have that on there? There we go.
Did you show me again?
I guess. And we just like showing you. I like to show you so that shows how good looking I am. You know, it's only by comparison. It's one of those things. What does it say? I won twice, losing last stream. Interesting. Sideways guy on screen. That was not that was my monkey. Sideways guy is monkey that's on screen. Tamara, as lucky as you are, I'm sure you will win again soon. I bet she will. She does win a lot, and she's pretty lucky. I give her that. Thanks. I'll take samples. Michael Barney, gotta win first, buddy. Gotta win first. So go ahead and Deanna. Let's go ahead. Deanna's running this one, right? Or you? All right, Deanna. Let's get this on there. Go ahead and leave it at 222. First and last place. First place gets to choose the bottle or the samples. Last place gets what's the second what's left over. Where's Tamara's birthday? Say that. Tomorrow is your birthday? If it is, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. So perfect way to go out, watching a race, watching these go off. Lots of good samples to give out. Lots of fun things tonight. I actually had a box of samples. I had to open a whole new box for tonight. That means I have to order a new box of 2-ounce bottles so I can send out more samples. All these will go out eventually, probably Monday or Tuesday. I'll get them ready over the weekend. Nati, how did you do tonight, Nati? How are you feeling?
Drunk.
No, so he's feeling drunk. So that means we did a good job, right? Everybody out there, how are you guys feeling? What are you guys drinking right now? Let me know in the last minute and a half here. What are you guys drinking? I'm betting on the Red Rocket. Hey, there's more than Red Rocket, so it's pretty hard to bet on the red one, but I think you're going to do pretty good if you do. Happy birthday, Tamara. So if it is your birthday, I'm sure you're turning 25 today or 21, probably just legal age, or 22. That's my favorite number, So happy birthday to you. I hope you have a wonderful birthday weekend. We got about a minute left. Huh?
Toward cold water.
And let me see. I need to do this. Let me start typing this in. We got 49 seconds left. Nati, you ready to have some food and a good smoke?
Yes.
I know I am. What are you guys doing tonight? Wild Turkey 101. Diet Dr. Pepper last night did me in. I'm not a Dr. Pepper fan. People say that Dr. Pepper was created in Texas, so I should be, right? But I'm not. Super chat. It's 4 roses and 2-ounce samples. All right, we got less than 22 seconds left. I missed it because I was typing. 18 seconds left. Everybody's still pretty close race here. I had a great time tonight. I had a lot of fun with you guys. I thank you guys for hanging out. Everybody who's affected by the hurricane, God bless you. Hopefully everything goes well for you. And I hope everything, your electricity comes on and everybody's safe. Most importantly, that your family is safe.
I like bourbon a lot.
Hey, I like bourbon a lot. Let me know in the chat what you would like to win. Do you want the bottle, the 4 Roses single barrel bottle that's KBF, or do you want the 4 2-ounce samples that I mentioned earlier? So let me know. I killed Kentucky Al 12 from Dave Vogel sent some amazing stuff. Kentucky Al 12 is a good pour. Water for me going on. What did it say? Brutal. Water for me going on brutal hike tomorrow. Hey, well, enjoy your hike. You did win some stuff tonight, so when you get back from your hike, you get to try that and enjoy it. Let me see. So I like bourbon a lot. I'm going to put that one in here. I like bourbon a lot. So make sure you let me know what you want. I like bourbon a lot. Last place for Deanna. Who's last place on here?
There's a super chat, isn't it?
Well, it's super chat, but it's first place wins the chooses and last place too. But thank you for reminding me just in case. Joe B. Oops. And Joe B, you'll get whatever I like bourbon doesn't choose, you get to choose that. And it's a tough choice. I like bourbon a lot. Believe me, that's a tough choice to win. Make sure any winners of tonight, you fill out that form. It allows me to get get these out to you. And if you don't fill out that form, it makes it a lot harder. So congratulations, everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Major Zero still in the house. Hey, what a big night for you. Lots of fun, guys. I appreciate you guys. Lots of good pours I see you guys are doing out there. Water's a good thing. You know, I'm drinking some water too. We need to make sure we're doing that as well. James Pepper samples you sent me is good. I will have to find store pick of it. Yeah, James Pepper. Actually, I did enjoy it. I actually gave myself a little part of that the other night when I was editing. Very often I don't get to choose. I don't get to. That's weird. It has me like that. Hold on 1 second. I don't know why it has me like that. But anyways, a lot of times I don't drink it in the middle of the week unless I'm doing a review or doing a live. But it's okay. I mean, I did have one the other day when I was doing some editing. I did do a video out today that was a very interesting video to me. It was the what was it? I called it Pumpkin King. Pumpkin King is a pumpkin spice old fashioned, and I'm not a pumpkin spice old fashioned kind of guy, but I really did like that one. It was really good. So, do we have? Let me see. I like bourbon a lot. Did you choose what you like?
Not yet. I was
Well, I like bourbon a lot. So, even if he doesn't choose it tonight, I'll reach out to him, make sure we get that from him. I like bourbon a lot. We'll get to choose between the bottle and the pours, and then Joe B, you'll get afterwards what he didn't choose. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. It's time for me to go get some food, get some water in my system, get a smoke in my system, hang out with my daughters, hang out with my family, hang out with my monkey, and just have a good night. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out. It was so long tonight because it was a longer night than usual. I appreciate you guys thinking it's a great live stream. I always wonder if it's good or not, but I'm here to entertain myself sometimes. Hopefully entertain you in the process. And everybody have a good night. Peace, be safe, be careful, and everybody who's affected by the hurricane, be careful out there. If you ever need anything, just reach out to me. I'm always happy to help if I can. Okay. So, guys, good night, and have a good one, and be safe. And tomorrow we'll see you on Baker's Drinks. They're having a fun one with some beer. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good one. Cheers, guys.
Hold on.
What was that?
Nice sample, please. That's all he said.
Wait, what? Where? I didn't see it. Am I missing something? Am I missing something not to be done? All right. Well, we'll figure this out offline. Cheers, everybody. Hey, Carlos, Whiskey Corner. See you. Thanks for joining us tomorrow. KP, everybody out there. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Be safe. Be careful. And see you on the next live. Cheers.